So, when last we were with everybody, you guys had just finished off the necromancer and the undead giant creatures that were down there, the ogre and the huge minotaur that was turning into shrapnel every time someone hit it. Um, the owl, Gary, had already scouted ahead and looked around a bit to find out what was out there. And at that point, we decided we were going to break and cancel and put up the dome and get some rest and heal some wounds and stuff, as it seemed to be empty from where you were. There was no further sounds except for just further road or winding way ahead of you and doors.
Were we doing a long or short rest?
I think we were going to do a long rest.
Oh,
And while it only had been like maybe 6 hours since you guys had landed on the shore, it was at least like 8 encounters, and that's plenty enough.
yeah. I'm down.
There was also, before they went up, someone collected up all the loot that was laying around that hadn't been pushed into the pool. And I believe after it was going to go up, Orden was going to do identify on it. Was that the original plan?
Sounds about right. Yep.
Yep.
Let me bring up what that was then. So there were quite a few items that were left. Some of them were odd when you're doing the identification, that they have magical properties, but they have no magical powers. Like they were, to use a outdated word, relics, but only because they were held by someone important. They didn't seem to actually have anything actually magical about them.
Sure.
But some of those were, like, there was a goblet and a couple of odds and ends. But mixed in with all this little bric-a-bracs of ex-holy items, I guess is what they really should be considered. The item-wise was there were 3 unbreakable arrows, and I'll paste all these into this chat log. There is a weapon of walloping. It's a javelin, which if you hit someone with it, they have to do like a DC save or get knocked back prone. They're all minor stuff. A ring of swimming. A cloak of billowing. All it really seemed to do is just billow when you desired it to. It would fluff out big. Rope of mending was this piece of rope that you could cut up into little pieces and then speak a command word and it all goes back together again. And then the 2 larger items was a set of armor of scale mail that was highly magical. And I don't know if anybody can even wear scale mail or wants to, but it was actually scale mail +3.
Dang. Hey, Orden, if I speak the code word backwards, will the rope break into pieces again?
I doubt it.
Ow. Okay.
I don't know, James, would it?
No. Then the only other thing as well is a sword, a rapier, which has an ornate looking blade in a scabbard and all. And the odd thing on that one is you didn't actually have to do a identify on it, because it started talking. As soon as someone picked it up to do the identification, it just goes, "Hello."
Does it talk to the person that wields it, or does it talk audibly so everyone can hear it?
Audibly, everybody heard it.
Your name?
It was like, "Ah." And well, that was quite exciting. Little voices, and it sort of laughs a bit.
It was.
For a moment. Go ahead. You were talking.
I'm Mal. What's your name?
I have a couple of names. I'm known as the Rapscallion.
Oh, okay. What do you do? How do you get around? Do you have legs? Or you just talk?
No, I mostly just lay here.
Oh, well.
But I am a blade of legendary import. I've been used by many a mighty warrior. Well, not really warriors, more of rapscallions like myself.
Fun. Says, how'd you get down here?
Oh, these guys picked me up. I was picked up in a cavern. I was sitting in that cavern for over 100 years, and so that was nice to be rescued. But then I was brought here, and then these bastards were going to throw me in the pool. Right? they were powering the pool. The magic items that they were tossing in there haphazardly. I knew some of them. They were just throwing them in there to power the pool.
Huh. So is this everybody? Or were there more people? Have you noticed?
Oh, you mean humans?
Yeah.
There were no. That was I just saw a couple here. I guess there was more. We walked by a whole pile of them that were living in this church, and there was worshippers above, and it was quite the interesting temple. Obviously evil.
I bet. Yeah, we went up there. It was kind of not really fun. But hey, have you been to the south?
Of the world?
No,
Absolutely.
down this hallway
I've
down
traveled across this entire globe of my 3,000 years.
here. Ooh, you have to tell me some things. What about the hallway down to the south of us?
Oh, that way. Yes, I have. There are doors, there are traps, and there are things that will come to life and try to kill you.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
I
Are
thought
there
so.
any artifacts down there?
Oh, yes. That's where I was stored, and that's where they had most of the items, and they would bring them up here and dump them into the pool.
So everyone, yeah, we're just talking out loud, so everyone
Yeah.
hears that.
And so it's just chattering away over there.
He'll just go at it.
Okay.
Tell me about the south.
Well, there is a large city to the south of us called Waterdeep, and if you keep traveling another 2 weeks, you get to Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate's a great city. And he starts talking about Baldur's Gate for a while, describing the city and the streets. And
Mel will be interjecting like, "Oh yeah, I went there and I did that and that was great," and just back and forth.
Somebody needs to keep these two apart.
after about an hour, it starts
Make it out
grating on the
real
rest of your nerves.
Ricky will walk just away for a little bit and sit down. I've got a set of playing cards, so I'll just start to play like solitaire. or
Way over on the
something
far
on
side
my
of the
own.
room.
Yeah. As they're talking, I can still hear them from here, right? The dome doesn't block any sound. or
No,
anything.
sadly not.
I mean, I guess that's the whole point.
So let me dump the other items in there.
Orden could wear that armor, but his armor class is already high, so it would be wasted on him. It's just more at that point, especially with a shield spell. So yeah, if any of the martial characters have a 14 dex and can wear medium, that's your shit.
Yeah. I've got a 9 index, so
What about Odo?
Old war injury.
It would increase my AC by 3.
I'm a bit of a klutz.
I think we have a winner.
If my walking into traps last session didn't prove that already.
You need a little extra armor.
That's why I wear the suit.
Yeah, if no one else can take it, I mean, sure.
Yeah, by all means, Thorn's already got full plate as
Yeah,
well.
we're good.
Nice.
So,
Do it.
clarification: the Javelin of Walloping, is it like the other ammunition of Walloping, where it's expended once used, it becomes a normal javelin, or what?
I didn't see that it was expended use. Is that what it was in the book?
Well, the ammunition of Walloping, basically magical ammunition, it expended when used.
I didn't
But
know if
I
that
don't
was
know if-
all or that one. I didn't know if that was all ammunition. If it is, then yes.
Okay, so basically you get Walloping one time, right?
I'm looking it up to make sure. So where does it say that all ammunition does that one time and is gone?
Hold on.
Because I know I've seen that for like +1.
Well, actually, that's a good point. Actually, +1 ammunition says once hits the target, the ammunition is no longer magical. But technically, walloping ammunition does not specifically say that. So that means as long as you don't rule that the item breaks,
Yeah, I'm good with
then
that.
yeah.
Oh,
I think, but the default chance for anything to break is 50%. I think the player's handbook says.
I think that's an Odo winner as well. He's the one that chucks
yeah.
the javelins, that sharpshooter.
I
You
mean,
got hooked up, man.
yeah, apparently. Like, if anyone ever needs it, more than happy, but I can use it.
No, I think it's perfect for you, unless somebody thinks different.
It's
That's
Rappy.
Orton's 2 cents.
So the rapscallion, the rapier, you're getting the idea from the conversation that it's been a weapon of thieves. That it's not a Buccaneers type weapon. He keeps talking about great deeds that they've done, but they're all been like, and then I was involved in the robbery of such and such, and they broke into the palace of this king.
It's a rapier?
A rapier.
Oh, for fuck's sake, it's gotta be mouse then, and that's gonna be the worst fucking pair in the world.
Oh, it's gonna be glorious. But Mal's got a bunch of stuff. So if anybody wants the rapier, I'd be happy. I mean, you guys divvy it up.
That's got Mal written all over it. I don't know anyone else that would use a dex-based melee weapon.
I mean, he'll still probably talk to it.
Whether you want to or not.
Exactly. I was just gonna walk by whoever has it in their scabbard, just shooting the breeze. This is gonna make for some really funny roleplay.
So, is anyone at all interested in the Ring of Swimming? Is that one attuned, by the way?
I have no idea. It's just a regular item in the list. So whatever it is in the book.
Yeah.
All right. I
I
forget.
just randomly rolled for treasure hoard. It does not say anything about it. Ring, uncommon.
All right.
Nice.
Merrick had the Mariner's armor, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so that's out of the party, so we don't. But the one cloak is what Thorin has. So cloak has Thorin has a cloak of the manta ray, so he already has a way to swim. Would
As do I.
would
Nice.
That's right, because he's a half elf, Aquan. You can shapeshift into elf, half elf.
would one of the other frontliners like to have an ability to basically move easily in water? That seems like the most logical thing. Someone who wants to close the distance.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
As long
actually
as it's
nicer than I
not
thought it was. You have swimming speed of 40 while wearing this ring.
Nice.
More importantly, having a swimming speed means you don't get a lot of the penalties
Yeah, that too.
associated with going in the water. So
That's what I was just figuring.
yeah, fighting in melee without knowing how to swim in the water sucks.
Gordon's got spells he can use, so definitely not me.
Yeah,
I already
this dude.
have a swimming speed of 35, so
No, that's
Nice.
fair. So Odo, would you want that? Or
Didn't Odo have the cloak of the manta ray?
oh,
No, that's
that's-
Thorin.
Someone else said that.
Yeah.
yeah, Thorin is the cloak. Rikier has racial abilities.
No, I also have a cloak.
Oh, you also have the cloak of
got
the
it.
manta ray.
Yeah,
Oh,
sell
okay.
it.
All right, cool.
Got two
So
cloaks.
maybe put it on Malvin.
Malor magical item, cold.
I mean, if of all people who'd probably need it, it would probably benefit you the most since you're basically extremely mobile, but not
Yeah.
in water.
That's true. Is it attunement?
That's a good
Nope.
question.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't
You could-
seem to have the property on. the
Nope, you
page.
can just switch it back and forth, it looks like.
Yeah. If no one else can use it, if everyone's got a way to swim. I mean, we have a bunch of potions of water breathing, but that doesn't make swimming. Yeah, I'll take it if you guys don't want it.
Do
Yeah,
it to it.
I think instead of leaving it in the bag, it'd make sense to give it to at least somebody to use.
Yeah.
The rapier goes, you should give someone that dagger. You don't need any dagger, but you don't really need any other hand-to-hand weapons but me.
You are absolutely correct. Hey, Seer, do you want this?
What? Which one? The murder dagger? No, thank you.
Oh, that's just the bad name that somebody gave it. It's the dagger of who's who.
No.
It says that guy get first, this guy get second, this guy get third. Kind of marks them out. Actually, anybody who wants it. Because it'd be helpful when you see who's the toughest guy in the room, and you want to go take him out. He points to Thorn. You
Well,
can
can
say,
it-
"Hey,
Dagger too.
who's the
Can it-
toughest guy in the room?"
Can it be thrown?
Yeah.
Then give it to Odo. He likes to throw things.
May I see this dagger?
Sure.
So what exactly does this dagger do?
We'll talk.
I think it's in our magic items, isn't it?
It
Murderous
is.
stiletto. There it is.
There wasn't a really good description. That's why I haven't really used it too much. I didn't really get to understand the description. Let me look at it here.
Here it comes.
Oh, there it is.
There
Oh.
it is.
Cool looking.
Now, who the most likely target is, or the toughest person, or
Yes.
Or
Just
most
Definitely the
dangerous
toughest person in
target.
the room.
What was the toughest target in the room type of things. So you just sort of got a feeling.
So as I hold it in the party, who is the weakest person in the room?
It'll take. Wait, you have to get it
Okay,
attuned first.
got it.
But you'll have all night to do that.
That's fair.
And what it means by weakest is which one can you stab in the back and will they die from it? Which one has the best chance of being stabbed in the back?
Damn question stopped.
Okay, and the rapier
If
has
you
now been
don't-
added to the magic items mallet. You should be
If
able
you
to see it
don't
there.
mind, I think I could.
Okay.
I think I could make use of this.
yeah, please, anybody. I mean, we have a whole bunch of stuff, that we kind of pass around. Right now, I'm wearing this helm just because I'm up front. But if we need to use it for anything else, yeah, use it. Let me open up to this.
How do I drag this into my items?
I think you just do.
I'd just drag a dagger +1 from the compendium, and then
Okay.
put whatever text you want in your attack or whatnot. Or
Well, let me see if it happens. I'm going to try to drag it onto his character sheet. Hold on. I think that works. Odo. And then Murderous Stiletto. Nice name.
Did you pick Odo again?
It did.
Oh,
Sorry.
Not Odo.
I get the two of you guys mixed up for some reason or other.
we're new. We're the newbies. So
Just the characters, though. Where are you at? Oh, you're back in the bubble.
Yeah, I walked back.
Yeah, the knight is going to walk around with elf is going to have the murderous stiletto. It's a little out of character concept.
I thought it was going to Odo because he tosses stuff.
I
Ray-
just asked if I could have it. The information I think could be useful.
Yeah, so Reikyu makes a target which one he needs to be tanking or go after. I'm assuming that's why you want it.
Yeah.
Did that work? Well, maybe you can't do it that way. It's just hanging out above it. Oh, I guess because it's not really an item; it's a note.
For the dagger, I had to actually
I
put it in
gotcha.
myself.
So, now what?
All right, so I guess
Anyone need
the
a cloak or a rope.
rope mending, unbreakable arrows ×3, and cloak of billowing are up for grabs currently. All right, into the bag.
All right, what do we
Doran will
got?
take those arrows if no one else take them. I mean, he uses his longbow, I guess.
Yeah, might be useful. I mean, they're unbreakable. You could probably find some fancy use for them someday.
Yep.
Just
All right,
punch
hell
them into a wall and climb on it or something.
yeah, that is true.
Yeah, in fact, they're literally unbreakable. It means there's a lot of stuff you can do with them.
Yeah, support the party on a rope over the top of a hole as long
won't bend or break. So it's so funny. Like
Yeah.
the fact that they're arrows is kind of secondary to the fact they're unbreakable.
If the wall, if there's a
you
ceiling
go.
closing down on
Exactly.
us, we just hold that up.
So it was just the cloak and the rope now go in the bag, right?
I mean, we could always use the cloak of billing as a bribe,
And
or just sell
Oh,
it for
yeah.
money.
They're pretty minor items.
Just cosmetic.
But
Well-
always handy in a pinch. Or could be handy in a pinch, I guess. Not always.
Jordan will definitely attune to those boots during the rest.
That's right. The boots you've been dragging around forever, hoping to use.
I know. I finally get to attune to them.
I don't even remember what they were now.
They make my walking speed 30, which gives me 5 extra. You can jump 3 times your normal distance, and I know that I plan to use that, but it'd be cool. Yeah, I think that would bump my armor class even higher if I went with heavy armor.
Sorry, I'm just setting up this sheet here, putting this stuff in.
Yeah, I've got all these already in the loot log.
All right. So who's taking first watch? You
Thorn
notice Mal
will.
just kind of drops his rapier to the ground, puts Rappy in his scabbard. You don't talk.
Just tell you that the knife.
The
oh,
rapier, the other,
Sorry,
his other
get out of
rapier.
here.
You don't.
So you do find out in your conversations that evening that the rapier speaks several languages as well as halfling.
Oh, we'll start talking in halfling.
And as you doze
That's a
off to
small
sleep,
favor.
you realize it's still talking to you in your sleep, that it seems to be able to talk telepathically too, but it prefers to talk out loud.
Nice. Oh, it's like a lullaby.
Yeah, it's the two of you.
Orton's like, I don't know what's worse, being able to understand him or not.
Doesn't he have a mouth you can cover?
Don't remind me. This is the day we all gone to hell.
And as Mal starts fading off to sleep, you can hear the sword start singing softly. It has a very beautiful voice, and it starts singing the tales of legendary actions of some thief called Less.
Less is more.
But isn't
Orton
more
walks
also
over once
less?
Mal is asleep, because he would still be awake fuming. Pulls the pillow out from under his head and smothers the fucking rapier.
Or is it?
Thorn's gonna say, thank you.
I'll kind of walk up and go. You don't suppose it's too late to throw it into that
By all
pool, do you?
means. I just don't have the heart to do it to him.
And if we didn't suspect it by putting the demon back, I'd say please do. Speaking of that, he says, Monsieur looks over at the water sort of warily. We still do not know what that does.
I was actually curious about that as well. Does anyone have a bottle or something, an empty one?
Oh, I would recommend against that
Really?
until we know for sure.
I think Orton would have to touch
It
it to
doesn't seem to
identify it.
react to. It doesn't
thought-
seem to react to containers very much.
I thought Orton finally made a check on that one.
What
he
we
did.
learned yesterday was that it was some kind of like they could
Magical
turn.
pool.
Yeah, if we fell into it, that would be
Hey,
very bad, or good, depending on if we wanted to become a sorcerer.
Yeah.
It's the pool, yeah.
But it doesn't seem
Pure
to
magic.
react to any containers.
You just have
Can
to
I
be
chug
really
some
sure
of
to
this and use breath
not
weapon?
put your fingers in it.
Well, we do have a new rope.
Yeah, but isn't it magical?
Oh, that's fair. I have a
Yes.
normal rope.
So Nasir will look
You
over at
don't suppose-
Orden. Say, my guess would be that they're using all of the items here to power whatever the ritual. Would that be accurate?
Certainly seems that way.
What do you
Oh,
think,
please
Grappy?
don't.
Powering the but yeah, absolutely that's what they were doing. It's a pool of radiance. These things can be powered by lots of things. You can kill people in them to power them up. You can drop magical items in them. Some spells will do it. I knew a man that once swam in one. He goes on telling you,
And what happened
didn't start
to
singing
him?
a story about a man who swung in a pool of radiance.
What
Is there
happened
a
to
way
this
to-
man?
Yeah, this story I actually listened to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he goes on to tell you it's almost like a limerick, more of a dirty limerick, and it goes into this body tale about a man who swam in a pool of radiance and came out with a glowing cock,
Good.
and that's about it.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad.
Have a nice comb. Did it have a nice comb?
Yes, yes. So he laughs on that one, and now he's telling jokes about roosters.
I don't think it
Is
would be
there a
too
way
bad
to depower them?
I don't think it would
Oh.
be too bad to take a sample of this pool,
Time.
as long as we had some empty container to hold it in. If we don't, then we just leave it here.
The question. Well, look again. I look over at Odin. Question is, they were attempting to draw the demon through, so they obviously got part of the way through the ritual. So was enough of the power of the pool consumed that they cannot try it again? If we leave, will they just repower the pool and summon Orcus's demon through?
That's my worry.
What do you think, James? What would he know?
That it would have to be someone who knew the ritual. So if the necromancer could come back, possess this place again, get all the magic items, he could probably pick up what he was doing before and continue on.
Well, Rakir walks around to these pillars. If we were truly concerned, it doesn't seem impossible to take this place down.
Got a keg that will do it.
Well, I've seen you guys use explosions before.
I could see bricking it up, but I don't see. I wouldn't disturb these waters if you paid me. And if you plan to disturb them, I am going to be far away from here. I don't know whether that's been used up, but at its peak, that's just a pool of magic.
No, I
waiting
was
to
merely
be cut loose.
suggesting that we could cover this pool under this place.
I'm listening. Oh, under the whole temple,
Yes,
you mean?
it seems like this room is held up. Do these supports right here? Because these are pillars, right? Said last time.
Yes, they are.
Yes. I assume they're important to the integrity of this room structure. So, if they were to come down,
Orden would like to use the hell is it called? It's a gnome thing.
Is it a gnome thing or a dwarf thing? Stone cunning, you mean?
No, artificer's lore. Oh, that's so I guess I should have had advantage on that check, but we already made it. Yeah, I guess maybe just stone cunning I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because stones.
Rock gnomes had some sort of thing.
Yeah, rock gnomes have rock gnomes are good with technology, but dwarves in general are good with stonework.
Got it.
Gnomes, dwarves. 601.
That's
We got the best of both worlds without.
well.
You
We
dark
wouldn't go that far. So, if needs be, my magic can perhaps bring down the columns. It will take me several hours, though, perhaps more.
Well, should we go get the stuff from the other room first?
are we entirely sure the other room is safe?
Oh, do you mean? I assume it is not.
Yeah, Rappy said there's some traps on the way. We can find those as we go.
But this will be necessary. So actually,
Yeah, we don't
actually,
identify any more armor, huh?
weapon.
I believe it gave.
I have a
believe they
name.
gave it the name Rappy.
Oh,
So
that's not my name, but I'll go by name,
do-
Rappy.
Since you know so much lore, do you know why the pool of radiance is formed here?
A nexus, a congruence of parts of the weave.
So the answer is no.
Technical on ya.
More of along the lines of natural order.
So this place here will remain this way. So anyone who comes here in the future can do the same thing.
Yes. As long as it's here. These certainly
How long
last
do they
a
last?
few months or so. This one might be here for a while now.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there, huh?
Plus, I think something happened when they brought that big old demon through. Because that seemed to give it a good little kick in the butt, too.
And now it can only be used to summon demons, or can we do other things with it?
Oh, no, you can do anything with it. I don't even know why he picked the demon. That seems an odd thing to do with such a great power source. Unless it was a really powerful demon, and maybe, but I seem to waste.
Orlin, do you think perhaps you can, with study, use the power here for something?
If possible, I would really like to. James, what do you think?
Yeah, I mentioned that last time.
This
Absolutely.
could be our island.
More importantly, I would like to deny it to the cultists because we cannot stay here forever. If we despite what we do, if we collapse this chamber, if this area still remains active, they could simply dig it out. So come back, dig it out, use it again. The idea would be to deny this to them.
You don't want to stay here forever, the rapier says. Do you? That would be terrible. This is a really dry, boring place. There's no food. There's no water. There's nothing going on.
Oh,
There's no great deeds
no
to
way.
be
You
done
care
here.
about those things. You can't even eat.
Well, if he doesn't eat, he dies, and then I have to sit there.
Oh, I see. Enlightened self-interest. Excellent. Shall we go?
Don't worry, we have a great future ahead of us.
Fantastic. We're going to be legendary.
Yeah, have you heard of the Fae? I get to take some trials.
I speak Fae.
Oh. He chokes a little bit. Man, so what can I do for you? You want some more rap on your hilt?
Oh, no, I've just great
Okay.
deeds.
Check this out. He jumps on the wall, climbs up to the ceiling.
Amazing!
I know, isn't it? He'll start checking around. Hey, if you see anything, give me a holler.
All right, I will.
Do it quietly. We're going to sneak down here.
Orden grabs Thorin as he's walking by and says, "Please, lad, just kill me."
No. If I have to deal with it, so do you. You're not getting out that easy.
All right. Well, he'll take a look around and see if he sees anything in the hallway here.
Okay, so let's ditch this bubble and move on before someone
Yeah.
throws your sword in the pool.
So he's thinking.
Got through the rest unscathed and all recharged. Beauty.
Yes. Quiet night. This place is, I mean, yeah, it's a tomb. It basically is a tomb. It's just dead quiet down here. Nothing's happening. So Mel, you start strolling on forward. Are you actively checking and going slow, or just relying
Yes.
on passive perception?
Nope. He's gonna go slow, just looking around and seeing if Rappy, where'd you see those traps? He's
Orden
thinking it in his
grabs
head.
guidance.
And trying to be very quiet. So give me a roll some. All right.
Perception checks.
It's
Well,
awesome.
you're-
What's going on?
You are guided, but I don't think the D4 is going to
Nope.
help you much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This here.
There's
Every
that
time
spider.
Orden can tell that Mal has used the guidance, he will recast
Okay.
it on him.
You guys want to toss yourself in some marching order, and here we go. Where are you, Mal? Are you on the ceiling again, or running along the floor levels, or?
No, he's on the ceiling.
Okay.
Let's
Thorn
keep
and
going.
Rashir out front. Odo
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
I
Yeah,
in
Thorn's
the
gonna
middle.
fall behind Mal like by 10 feet, 15 feet or so.
Yeah, Mal, every time you change a corner or something, make another perception check, but otherwise I won't worry about it.
Okay.
Because there's nothing really long here in this place.
He is definitely
I just had a
entranced by that
major-
sword.
I just had a major spike. Everyone just went silent for a bit. I've
Uh-oh.
not heard anybody since everyone moved into that
Weird.
position. Roll20. So we're just.
It happens to
moving
me
up
sometimes. I gotta drop out of the chat and just join back.
Okay.
Hey, didn't you say there were some traps down here, Rappy?
There are, I'll warn you.
Oh, okay.
Well, but only those which I traveled by, and there's a lot of little winding paths that go off, so I can't tell you otherwise.
Okay.
And for some of that, unfortunately, I was inside the chest.
Oh, that's true. That makes it tough, huh?
It does. I can only see.
Was the
so
chest
far.
nice? We'll turn the corner.
Nice company. I had a very good conversation with a cop.
Don't forget your D4.
Did the cup fall in?
Yeah, it did.
I'm sorry to hear that.
How long does the guidance last?
I can hold the concentration up to a minute, but when you use it on something, it dissipates.
Okay.
But every time he feels it dissipate, he's going to recast it on
in
you.
a minute, it's like 10 different rounds of moving, so you're fine.
All right. So I just turned it on.
Okay, so the passageway, now it's only 10 feet high in here. There's pretty smooth walls. They look rather old. They're very worn by lots of feet traveling over them. I know I shouldn't say that. They're not that worn. But they are polished at least.
Has there been a lot?
It's cleaned.
Oh, has there been a lot of foot traffic recently?
No, that's what I would say, because otherwise you'd be able to see which way to go, and no, there
Okay.
hasn't been. Hey, you come up to the next corner. Go ahead and make your check again. So from here, then, all you can see going forward is there are passages branching off to the north and some to the south. I believe Gary went to the north and found a door or two up that way. Well, actually, he went to the whole area, didn't he?
Yeah.
He found doors to the north and doors to the south.
Yep, there's a door. Yes, to the north and one to the south. 2 doors? I thought maybe there were 3 doors. 2 in the north and 1 in the south.
Come around this corner and look down the hall.
Nothing. It's just this quiet place. You have a light source. Oh, you have the helmet now. You don't need one, I guess.
Yeah. He says, so, am I heading the right way to where you guys were stored?
Somewhat.
There's 2 doors north.
We went to the south at this point.
What do you guys want?
At least when on my first time here.
What do you guys want to do? You want to check out the north or keep going south to get to the artifacts?
The north doors will probably lead us, well, hopefully back the way we came. We might want to take a peek just to
While
verify
we're
that they
here-
do.
Yes, while we're here, it won't hurt us to check the north door.
Mal, start heading up towards it.
Assuming they actually open.
Or
Come around the
assuming
corner.
they're real.
Okay, so yes, there's doors to your left and a door to the north.
He'll go and examine this door at the north.
You can see that it is not an actual door. That it's another one of these fake doors, and there's some sort of trap mechanism that goes up and looks like blocks are going to fall from the ceiling.
He'll
from
look
here.
back, point to Rakir, kind of make a slash across the throat thing. Nope, don't go in there.
I understand.
I'll come up and check this one out.
And that door is the same. It's another false door with a
Shit.
rock
He
above
puts
it.
his hands in the air. Nope. This
I'll come back
passageway
down-
looks safe.
To
Okay.
the south,
I'll come back
absolutely.
down to the party. It looks like the 2 doors he found up there were false.
I think we're going south. Down, take a look.
Seems safe so far.
All right. Take another look.
More passages moving on. Doesn't go very far. It's very winding, thus the name. And another door.
Oh, that's why they call it the winding way. Oh, God, jeez. He'll give that thing a good once over. Okay.
It's trapped. It's an actual door, but there's a line of something that goes up, and it looks like there's something that's going to fall out of the ceiling. Not a rock, but a little hole. And it looks like it goes to that little hole, and something's going to fall out of that when you open it.
So come through the hole.
Mm-hmm. You could try to disarm it if you wanted.
He'll grab a piton first and try and jam it in the hole. Is it too big for the piton, or?
You'd have to
P-town?
hammer it in there.
Okay. He'll try. Let me take one off here. We're gonna have to go to the store after this. I'm running low. What should I? Strength or
Dex.
X? All right.
I've got plenty of pittance, Mal. Here, I got 10. Why don't you take 5 of them?
All right. That'll give me a 9. Thanks.
You got it.
So you slide it in there, and you tap your little piton in there, and you hear a it's like a breaking of glass, and this gas comes pouring out of there all over
Run!
you.
Oh, great.
I'll make a save here in a moment. I gotta find it. I wasn't quite ready for that one. Okay, there we go. It's that's the wrong one. Con save.
Of course it is.
14.
Nope.
Oh. It's not a lot, luckily. Oh, no. Good roll for 2 to 8.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
So this gas comes pouring out over you, and you feel yourself being poisoned from it, hacking and coughing away.
He'll drop down and back off. Am I poisoned?
Yes,
Okay.
for 1 minute.
He'll just sit there for a minute, coughing, drinking, pouring some water over his eyes, using the cantrip to kind of whitewash, move the water around his face.
Here,
Okay.
Mel. Orden will walk up and pull out a scroll, read it, lay his hand on you, and heal you for. Oh, that's the wrong one. That was a guiding bolt. 9 points.
Oh,
So you're
perfect.
back up. My guess is you don't have a ton of those to lose, so better to keep you full.
No, that's much better. I was gonna have to take a break here. Yeah, definitely. So that stuff's still just sitting there, right?
It's slowly dissipating.
All right. So Rakir, you have those cards? Looks like we can blow this stuff away.
So I guess about half hour goes by, and the gas, unless anybody wants to do anything during this half hour.
Can I use prestidigitation to make a puff of wind
Oh,
to
absolutely.
kind of
Oh, perfect.
speed that up?
Except for where's it gonna go?
I don't know. Up?
Under the door?
Yeah.
Above the door?
So when you say it's dispersing, it's like if it's starting to disperse, where is it going then?
That's a good point. I guess it's gonna spread out. I guess you could help it spread out, move it along. So cut down to like 10 minutes rather than half an hour.
I'll help with mine as well.
Okay.
Two mages making fart noises in the corridor.
So it quickly goes away.
Mal's mage hands waving back and forth in front of his face.
That works. So we learned a lesson about traps.
Yeah. Don't disarm them, but disarm them.
Can't help but feel like handing you those pittons was enabling a little bit.
You know, I might have to just kind of ignore you from here on out, if that's okay.
Hey, I can't own this one.
He'll go up and check it again.
Okay, well, the door is locked.
All right, well, he can handle that, hopefully. Use Steve tools.
Okay.
First
Better
it
make
can
them all
happen.
should be- Oh, that'll do it. Quickly unlock it.
What's on the other side?
There it goes.
I don't seem to have my familiar.
Would you lose it somewhere?
Yeah, it just despawned.
That's... All right, so the room on the other side of here then.
He'll give it a once over.
Okay, hold on, sorry. I want to at least get the description right. I don't know why I keep closing these windows. So in this side of this room, then you can see little alcoves around the edges. The room is filled. It looks like maybe a vault of some sort because there's urns full of gold coins that are spilling out. There's some chests with jewelry piled up inside them. You can see lights shining off of various sparkly things and the pots over there on the side. In the center of the room is a big green stone statue of an elf. The sword goes, that one attacks.
It's like, what? Does he have a bow?
No, it just jumps out and attacks.
Yeah.
And then there's just lots of items of wealth around.
He'll look at the statue specifically. Does it look like there's any trigger mechanism or pressure plates or anything?
No, it's just a green stone statue of a beautiful elf.
Okay, guys, so this elf is gonna come after us, I guess. Any suggestions?
Well,
I do have
I-
some spells that are good for ruining golems, if that's what you mean.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is
if
there no
it comes after us, it would be if we lure it, say here, we can all just, we can all just attack it. In
Does the
unison.
golem have any magic that it uses, or just beats things to death? Do you see?
No, I did not. They had the the head cleric had this gold medallion, and when it would start to move to attack them, he would hold up the gold medallion, and then it would leave them alone and go
Which-
back to his position.
Which one was the head priest?
When I came here, that was quite some time ago. An old guy.
I actually pop up an image of the one of the ones we let go. Is this the old man?
No. I did see him once, but I think he was like 5th in command.
Let's see. Oh wait. Rummage around in the bag, pull out the that one holy symbol we got here that we hadn't really identified yet. Is this it?
Where was that holy symbol from?
Like we found it earlier in the adventure. It was basically a holy symbol, I believe, of Orcus.
Yes, I remember that one now. No, that's not
Okay.
it.
Fair enough.
And then Orden melted.
The one that I melted. Oh, with the fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, that was on the table that got nuked.
It was on around the neck of the guy who got nuked, and of one of the clerics.
Oh, are
Or
we
just
doing that
looking
now?
at the ceiling.
Or
I
stuff
just
people are
took it. I just-
stuff people are wearing are gonna get nuked by spells.
No, it was nuked. We mentioned that one before,
Okay.
and it wasn't
So-
magical.
All right. So in future,
It was just a gold medallion.
okay.
Well, if it's not magical, then if we have something that looks like a gold medallion, we could use that instead.
Except for you haven't seen the symbols that were on it.
Worth a shot. Maybe it's not that observant.
I mean, there is a way we could potentially do this.
What do you think?
If Sir rubs his bridge of his nose, I could go back and attempt to question him and figure out what it looked like, and then create an illusion that looks like the symbol to show to the statue. It is a long shot, but it's possible. Otherwise, we'll probably have to fight. If I do this, that will be all of my spell power for this fight.
Well, something we do have the element of surprise right now. We could just go in and get all of us do an attack, and then I doubt it can beat us that way.
Well, when
this is-
you only leave one guardian on a horde that size, a guardian's probably pretty damn
Yes.
tough. But I do tend to agree with you. We probably would have the edge.
Yes.
Um,
I only worry there may be traps scattered
James,
around the inside.
Does this statue, just by looking at it, resemble the Minotaur that we in any way?
I guess, sort of. I mean, it's another. This one's made of jade. But it's a jade statue. The other one was a big crystal statue. This one's a jade statue of an elf, normal proportions. The other one was a crystal statue of a huge minotaur.
Well,
Hmm.
I guess it seems like, yeah, the only thing to do is go in, but if we want those things. What if
Maybe
we
the artifacts we're looking for. Does it appear to be the artifacts we're looking for, James?
Hard to tell. There's chests and stuff that are closed. So lots of large. There's a lot of holding containers in here.
There's no other path, I don't think. So
you know,
Thorn's gonna ask the rapier. The rapier's seen it, right? The rapier's telling us information
Mhm.
about it. Enter. It comes at us. We leave. Will it still follow?
That's a very good question. I have absolutely no idea.
Bullshit.
It didn't get very far. It took 2 steps. They waved the golden medallion, and it went back to its position.
Was it walking, running?
It moved at a pretty good pace.
well, I mean, I suppose
I mean-
we could. Can we see it? Like when I stand here, can I see it?
Can you see it? I think there's a shape in the middle of the room.
I'll grab your feather again and kind of pull you closer to Mal. He's on the ceiling, back up on the ceiling. He'll climb up, and if you move him out to that spot, you can see it.
It's right there.
So
Okay,
is there any chance that Nasir might have basically seen the general shape of the amulet before we nuked that one priest?
Make a perception check.
Orden asked Mal if, in his
No.
walking through,
No.
if he was paying attention
Okay.
to the walls.
He had it in a drawer or something. Say that
This
again, Orden. Sorry.
But I'd like to ask Mal if, while he was looking for traps and whatnot, as he's walking across the ceiling, if he was also looking for secret doors in the walls.
Yeah, and he would spot those immediately anyway, so at least the ones hidden with illusions and stuff because of his helmet.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah,
just
I
wanna
didn't
make
see any.
sure.
However, it looks like just to the north is kind of a cut-off passage, just where that rubble was. So, like another way into this room. If that helps.
Hey, Mal, does your ring have invisibility in it today?
Oh, it's got invisibility. Yeah.
Would you like to attempt to scout the room more before we decide to engage, or no?
Okie doke. He will erase that. He'll go invisible.
Okay.
But you guys be ready in case he jumps.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thorn will have his weapons like drawn. and all
Orden
that
would
as well.
usher Thorn up into one of these doorway
Yeah,
spots,
Thorn will gladly step forward.
and then move in. I'll leave that spot behind him for Odo, since Odo's got ranged. Well, I guess.
Mal will take a
Thorn's
step.
only.
Oh.
Thorn's only fears of taking this thing. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, I'll wait till you guys get settled.
Mal, you're in that space, right?
In the ceiling, yeah.
Orden will move into that space when you move out of it. That way you can zap it with a spell if it comes alive.
Okay. If everybody's set, Mel will take a step into the room.
Or Odo, you can step up in there, and I'll step up where you're at. No.
Sounds good.
Does the helm, as he walks in, he's looking at it, does the helm let me see that it's like a golem or something? Or, I mean, does it tell me that it's a, I guess right now it's a Jade Statue, yeah.
Yeah.
Does it move?
No, it has not.
He'll look around for any traps or anything
Vision.
else in
Based
the
on
room.
movement.
You don't see any traps or anything so far,
Okay,
at least from where you're standing at.
he'll creep in.
Doesn't move, even though you're creeping in around it.
He puts up his thumb
They can't
and then
tell.
realizes,
You're
yeah,
invisible.
I know. And then realizes that he's, he can't see his hand. He's like, oh wait.
Oh my god.
That's not helping. I motion them to follow.
Didn't come. I'll take a step closer.
Okay.
And then head diagonally towards this treasure.
I'm going to keep an eye on him.
Does he see this?
I made that visible because you can see them. So yes.
All right. He'll walk in and look around in here.
Okay, go ahead and make your perception checks. I mean, obviously you can see the secret
Yep.
door there.
Oh, I don't know if I have guidance on or not.
Probably not at this point since you're not close enough.
Yeah. 16.
The strong box at your feet is trapped.
All right.
And the coins and stuff that are next to you.
Yep.
You roll 16.
His normal's 18 too.
That's right. It's higher than that, anyways. So, yes. So the coins. There's something funny about the coins. You'd have to investigate them closer, but there's something odd about
And then
them.
what about the bucket down here of
Gems and so forth. Yeah, same thing. You can see the gems and things, and they're like, I don't know if those are really
He
gems.
walks back. He'll tap on top of Thorin's head. Excuse
Holy
me.
shit. Mal, don't do that.
He says, okay, so I checked out the first little alcove, and there's a secret door behind the chest that's trapped for sure. And then the gems and the coins, they look funny. Like, they're not an illusion, I don't think, but they're different.
Like
Just,
they're
I don't
counterfeit?
get it. No, well, maybe. I mean, it set off something. I didn't get a chance to really look good at them, but I'll go check the other stuff out.
All right.
Yeah, you'd have to like pull. If you pulled some out and investigated them closer, then I'll give you a better opinion. But just looking at them sitting
Okay.
in their jar.
He'll go across and come over to the other alcove here.
Okay, you see the little cave in up to the north, like you thought.
Cool. And come in front and take a look.
Same situation. That's a damn good roll though. There's a 19 plus bonuses. You can tell that these coins are not regular coins. They're painted pieces of wood. Someone's gone to the painstaking effort of painting thousands of little pieces of round wood in gold paint.
He'll creep down and look at the other ones.
Same story.
All look fake.
Yeah.
Alright. He's gonna be thorough.
Well, to be thorough, you'd have to open up the chest that was over there.
Oh no, he's waiting until we either get rid of this guy or or we get a consensus. But basically, he's gonna go around to each alcove and look at the coins and and see if it looks like it's basically a lure.
So far, you're getting an idea that it's a lure.
All right. Except for these are real.
Same situation though.
Okay. He'll creep back up. All right, here's the deal. There's 2 chests I didn't get into. There's a secret door behind that one that I told you about. Oh yeah, I told you about that earlier. And every other thing in here, I'm pretty sure is fake. In fact, I'm sure the coins are painted gold, and they're probably wood. I didn't move them around, but
Quite a bit of effort.
yeah. Well, my only thought is it's a lure to get us in there, or it's kind of one of those like, oh look, gold, I'm gonna come after it, and then it missed the real treasure.
You don't suppose if this thing could not see you when you're invisible, that it relies entirely on sight?
I would hope so. Or movement.
Well, then,
I can.
if someone was sneaky enough, they could sneak into the room with you.
I get the feeling that as soon as the door opened, that would attract its attention.
That's true.
Why don't you?
Maybe proximity.
Why don't you give it a shot? Open the door and then just come back to us. If it follows you to the door, well, and then you just simply come back here, and it doesn't continue to follow you, then it's all.
You mean
good.
the secret door?
If it follows, yes, if it follows you back here, then we'll just fight it and we'll basically surround it.
Alright.
Pretty much.
You guys want me to do that? I'll go check out the secret door.
How tall is the
It's
statue?
human size, elf size.
Okay.
I don't have invisibility prepared, or I'd cast it on somebody so they could help.
I can do this.
I mean, if this doesn't work, we'd always try to send a familiar in and see if that will draw its attention, drag it down a hallway or something.
That's fair.
Come behind it.
That's also a good plan.
I could swoop Gary in there and then right back out, just see how it responded.
Alright, give it a shot.
Wait till
Everyone,
should we wait till Mal returns, or
I don't know if he's left yet. And I look around.
to wave his arms in front of him?
I'm up here. He says, "Wait,
shit.
you want me to go check it out first, and then you guys send a familiar in?"
Let's send
Let's
the
brainstorm
familiar
idea.
first. Yes. Thorin, Thorin.
Yes.
Would you move down here to if it does decide to follow, give it a space for all of us to attack it if it enters this area.
Yeah, Thorn will scooch down a little bit.
If it moves, I can always cast Fairy Fire on it. Make it a little easier on us.
Odo and I will literally have our backs up against the wall.
well,
Not the worst situation.
I think we can expect it will move. The question is it going to stop once Gary flies
Well,
back?
let's find out.
Are we gonna
Thorn
do
will
that
stand in for a
before-
minute so he can see.
Before Mal checks. Oh.
Mal, could you wait just around here?
Well, no. Let's if why don't we keep Mal next to us till we know what it's going to do? I was more wondering if we wanted him to go down and.
No, I
Mess
was
with
more
that
just
door.
saying that because Mal literally doesn't have a
He's-
space.
he's
to be
above
in
No,
right
he's
now.
he's above.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's standing above it. Yeah, he's on the roof
And
most of the
he's
times.
a halfling, so he can technically occupy anybody's space.
Okay, got it. Never mind then.
All purposes is Thorn is standing below, but I'm up here so I can kind of see what's going on still.
Yeah, don't be afraid if I'm hiding behind you.
We won't know if you're hiding behind it, silly.
No, I mean in general. And
What does the dagger feel, James?
At this point, nothing.
so, are we
Alright.
sending the destroy our worlds first, or do you want me to check out the secret door? I mean, I think one way or another, if we're all going to go in there, we're going to have to work with this thing.
If this
I-
thing does
wait.
continue to follow,
What if we?
if we send Gary in first and have Gary leave the room, the statue may follow him out, and we'll be
What if-
fighting.
If we drape something over its eyes?
Like a cloak?
Thought about a darkness spell too, but also not prepared. I might have a scroll. I do have a scroll of invisible, so I can turn one person invisible if needed.
Is James?
Mhm.
Has this is gonna be a really weird question, but has like the Renaissance level perspective painting been invented in Faerun yet?
The what?
Like,
oh my
look-
god!
I
like-
don't even know what those words were you said. Say it again.
Okay, so you know basically like if you look at like medieval art, it's really like flat and weird because they haven't figured out how to draw perspective. But then you look at like a medieval painting, and basically it's got like proper perspective for things in the distance, so it looks like you're really looking through
Oh,
the
I
painting.
understand that. I didn't know the words you said though. I couldn't
Yeah.
understand what you said. What was it you said?
Oh, has Faerun basically developed perspective painting?
Perspective painting.
Would you be
Thank
aware of that?
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Could I basically
Yeah,
Could-
we're gonna illusion it.
could I just silent image? Because I just silent image a box around this thing that makes it look like the rest of the room. So basically, if we snuck through, as long as it didn't hear us, we would still basically look like the room. Basically, like that trick where basically you
Sure.
for security cams, you basically make it loop like it looks like
Yeah.
the same thing, so, like nobody there.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Can help you with that too, with the minor illusion. if
Yeah, it's only a
needed.
5-foot area, so
yeah, because I can do
that's exactly what it does.
yeah, because I can do it's an elf. Its head's probably a little bit higher than 5, though.
Yeah,
I
but you could
assume.
cast it around his head, I think.
Oh yeah, you definitely could. And I can do like a 15-foot cube with mine, because mine doesn't cost me any spell slots to do it either. So
Perfect.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
actually,
Great
you,
idea.
actually you try yours first, because yours is actually silent. I'd have to do some tricks to make mine work.
All right, he'll go ahead and cast it around this thing's head.
If all else fails, actually never mind.
Okay, so you cast this little. There's a box illusion around its head. Doesn't seem to move or do anything yet.
All right, now we're gonna try with the familiar.
To do what? To go over and bump
Yeah,
it?
just send it. No,
Nope,
just send it in the
send
room.
it in and pull it out. Make sure
Is
he's
Oh,
It
I got
reacts.
okay. Doesn't react at all. But then Mal's already walked all the way around it too. But he was invisible.
right.
So it does not react to the life force of things.
Well, Rakir steps up. I guess there's only one more thing to do.
Are you being silent?
Sneak.
Doing that, or just clanking it?
Man, Thorn knows this thing.
Roll it up.
We're gonna open the door and Thorn's gonna push him in so he
Alright, you
doesn't
wanna
move
roll
at all.
stealth?
Yes, please.
Slide
You're
him
trying to
in.
be stealthy.
Not even with
Disadvantage. That's good though.
Okay. So yes, you are surprisingly quiet for being in armor. It seems like a cartoon tiptoeing and
Yeah.
Okay.
Carrie will stealthily fly to the south of the room. I'll give you a roll.
And this thing does not react to Rakir walking around?
Nope.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, Mal. Mal, are you close to me?
Here, I'll go try to open. Careful, that chest is trapped.
Now, the problem with the door is it looks like it opens in and there's a chest leaning up against it.
Ah, Pope.
How is this chest trapped? I can move it.
I don't know. Let me take a look. I'll get in and examine it.
Yeah, just while it's happening, Nasir would actually like to pull back like at as far away as he can get, like 30 feet away. Ready in action to cast the silent image, then move up to the door and trigger it.
Okay.
So as far away as possible, and just make basically an image of Merrick right there.
Poor Merrick's gonna be haunting the game forever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just Merrick with his two-handed sword out there, getting ready to attack the statue. So if the statue does decide to come after us, hopefully they'll be the first thing it'll attack, and we'll have a chance to avoid the first shot.
Very, very wise. I like it.
So does this chest look like it's easily disarmed?
Yes, and the actual only problem is the chest is armed for not opening it. That's all. So if you open it, then something's gonna happen, or you could try to disable what's in it. But
He'll examine the bottom, make sure if it's for movement too, like if it's trapped, like rigged on the floor.
no, it's not rigged on
Okay.
the floor.
He says we could slide it, but
Here,
it might make some noise.
I'll just carry it.
Okay.
That's why
And throw it at the guy if he comes after us.
All right. How much does this? Can I carry it? Do I need to make a check at all?
I don't know. What's your strength?
I have an 18-inch.
Oh, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. You don't think so? It looks pretty
Alright.
small. I mean, it's about 3. It's a good sized chest, actually. Now, if it's full of gold, then it's going to be no. There's no way in the world you're going to carry it.
Careful.
But he said that the stuff was fake anyway, so who knows?
So
Careful,
can I-
that thing's loaded. All right, Mal, check out the secret door.
Okay, so Rakir, just make a strength roll if you want to carry it.
Damn.
Okay, Roll initiative.
No.
Here we
You
go.
pick up the chest. You hear this screech noise from behind you,
Oh, it was touching gold, was it?
and the Jade Statue comes flying across the room towards you.
Does it go for Merrick?
Okay. Nope. It flies right towards the person holding the chest.
Whoops.
Do we have the initiative tracker up?
Not yet, sorry.
That's what sets him off.
That's damn.
We were
If
so
Orton saw any
close.
of that, he'd say, "Well, we know potentially where some of our artifacts might be."
Ditch the statue.
Oh, that's hideous.
The visage on the Jade Statue changes from a beautiful elf to this horrendous-looking vampire-type creature with big fangs as it comes flying across the room.
Still
at you.
made of jade.
And it is.
It's never
Just now
easy,
it seems
is
to be
it?
moving.
Oh, initiative. It doesn't seem to be able to see where Kier.
Oh, it does
Yeah.
now because it left the illusion
It-
before.
it-
Just
it-
ran right through it and towards
Gotcha.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's running towards him at this moment. We'll see where it goes.
As always, oil cans up, watching our back. I forgot about him.
I could only push my luck for so long. Sneaking into a
Hey, here come the
flame.
Is
traps.
that everybody? Are we everybody on the board?
Were you able to get my
Gordon.
I
initiative?
think I am.
I don't see Odo.
I rolled it, but
Okay.
it gives me a message about
Oh, you gotta select.
not having
your
valid
token.
token.
Oh, maybe something wrong with him.
I see a blank space, 16.28.
The Will-O-Wisp.
15.12.
Oh yeah, because he's tokens in invisible mode.
Got it.
So
Meta, go ahead and try rolling again for him. Oh, not Meta, sorry. Tyler. And I'll see if we can...
There it goes.
Does it pop up this
I
time?
see
This
your
one did. Okay,
initiative.
so now I'll just pop it into 15.12. That'll probably jump up to 24, 34 in a moment. Okay. Seems to do that sometimes. You write over it and it doubles
Oh
it.
yeah, you need more than that.
Finally,
All right,
my
top of the
PC
round
at
then.
34.
Thorin, you hear the scream from inside the room. What do you want to do?
All right. Upon hearing the screams, Thorn's just gonna rush to the door, and see 5 right there. See. He's gonna run past Merrick and run up there, and he's gonna use one of his fighting spirits and attack twice.
Go for it.
Good thing
Yeah.
you did.
First one chips off the outside, bouncing off it harmlessly. The second one cracks into it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I had
An
advantage on that.
advantage
Yeah.
for
So
those.
does 18
Oh,
hit?
then they both hit.
Okay, good.
Yes, they do.
All right, so it's 6 then. So
And this time, nothing goes shattering
12,
off of it.
14, plus
My God.
24, 26 damage total.
Nicely done. You smack into this thing hard a couple of times. Blast comes off of it every which way. I mean, you know, pieces falling down, but they're not shooting
Okay,
off
that
like
also
the
be
last
scared.
one did. Your sigh of relief on that one.
Of
It moves with this uncanny, crazy speed. What else do you want to do this round?
That's probably gonna be it. He's just gonna stand there, pull his shield up, and said, "You're not going fucking anywhere." Oh, sorry. Gonna push that button. be the death of me.
Okay. At the end of your moment there, you say you're not going anywhere, and the thing lunges out and bites you before it was even really its turn. I don't think it misses though, as it takes just crazy speed. It just lunges out, takes a snap at you, dashes past you and the illusion of Merrick, and attacks Rakir.
Oh, I still my range, damn it.
Hey James, you want to shift Z that token just because it looks like a cool picture? Oh, that is cool.
I found that one. It's like, oh, that's a cool one.
That's crazy.
That's a weird little hat it's
Yeah.
wearing.
It is.
I googled Jade Vampire, and that's all I could find. It's like, oh, nice, because they had one of those things where
Looks
they
like a
give you
lily
the token
pad.
that
Watch
had
out,
like
if it
the
bites
red
you, you
token
become
and just
a
said
Jade
Jade Vampire on it.
Vampire.
It's like, that sucks.
Oh yeah,
Very cool.
it's to keep the sun off his head.
Yeah,
Could I
that's it.
unsee
think
it,
it's probably Chinese or
Yeah.
something. So Rakir,
Yes.
this thing dives over at you and starts just wailing on you.
No.
Two claws come slashing in, and then it lunges in with a bite at the same time.
One claw attack will hit.
And 9 slashing damage from its claw.
Duh.
And
Oh yeah,
what's
that
that?
is true. There.
What's that?
Yeah,
Signal.
the thorn will attack him. The very last part of Sentinel, when somebody makes an attack against an ally creature, I can use my reaction to make an attack.
Perfect. Go for it.
All right, then he'll use. It's still at advantage. It's still at advantage as well. So 15.
Hits.
It's all right.
Nice.
It's 12 damage. Just starts slashes across the back.
38 damage in a turn and a reaction.
Yeah,
You let out some air.
It's some meaty ass hits. We can.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
I'll put in its full hit points. You can see if it starts getting blooded.
Is Rakir still holding the chest?
Yeah, I think so.
I
He's
suppose.
got his
yes.
chance yet.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wanted to see if I can get the aura to kick on. I don't know about it. Okay. And let me move it on. Mal.
Alright. He says he'll pull out Rapscallion. How are you at hitting Jade? As he starts moving, he comes to here and he hollers out, "Remember, it's loaded!" Come here, take a swing. Deuce.
It's definitely going to hit.
I didn't
Nice.
put sneak attack on.
Yeah, throw your sneak attack on there.
22.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
And then he'll disengage and 5 to get behind Thorn.
Thing hisses at you as you stab it in the back. You can tell that was a good blow, too. The creature looks pretty beat up at this point as you've been tearing away at it.
Nice work.
Where are you at now? You're over there.
This thing's not too bad.
at the end of your turn, Mal, it tries to bite Thorin. Miss. What's the whisk gonna do?
All right. See, he will go down, give the help action, and then get back out of the way, and he'll be done.
Do we do flanking rules at this stage?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Huda will run into the room with his bonus action aggressive.
Odo, you see your audio quality is
Sure.
dropped noticeably.
It sounds like maybe the mic's away from your mouth or something.
All right, let me see what I can do about
Ooh,
There you go.
you are.
Much
That's
better.
better.
it. Perfect. Okay, I will bonus action run into the room, throw a javelin at him.
Okay.
Will an 18 hit?
Absolutely. So yes, your javelin flies across the room, smacks into him for 10 points.
And a
Cheeks off
swarm
onto
of
the
bugs
ground.
will come flying after it as well.
You're getting quiet again.
For 13 piercing damage overall.
Oh, and that's
There we
perfect
go.
voice.
He'll scurry off onto the side of the room.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I have 2 attacks. Right.
What's your second?
I'll throw another
Attack.
javelin. Sorry, that first one. And
10
then
more.
10 piercing.
Nice. Okay, I have you turned up to max, Tyler, so if you decide you're going to change something on your audio, warn me so you don't blow my ears out.
Will do.
Okay.
Alright. Well.
Hold on, this thing's going to bite someone again, or try to.
Alright.
It's going to try to
Go
bite
ahead.
you this time, Rakir. Actually, hold on, it might try to bite the illusion. It bites the
Ah,
illusion.
dang! I keep forgetting. Are these attacks?
It got it, too.
Are these
All
attacks?
right.
Are these attacks magical?
Which attacks? Yours or its?
It's.
No.
I keep forgetting to include heavy armor master.
Oh, I don't know what that does.
So I reduce his non-magical attacks by
Oh,
3
nice.
damage.
So yeah, if you got hit, take some damage off.
I forgot to do that last time too. There we go. Let's see. Other than that, I am going to. Does the dagger tell me anything, or do I feel anything from it?
Just hunger.
I'm sure that's nothing. Then yeah, I'm just going to attack twice.
That's a hit and a hit.
For 9 and 13.
Wow,
So,
nice.
There we go. And that'll be all I
Okay.
do.
It doesn't look like there's much left to it. It's been chewed up pretty hard. Bits are falling off, breaking up. It has little fissures all over its jade body, crackling all over it. Okay. And wait, it's going to do an attack then at the end of its round again. Let's see who it tries to go after. Oops, that's not going to work. Yep, this time it goes after Rakir. Don't think that's going to hit. Okay.
Gonna move into the room.
You see all the big guys have surrounded it.
I'm only gonna move 30 feet just because I can with my fancy new boots.
Take that 5 extra a pleasure.
Damn straight.
Fleet
Woo.
foot.
Light as a feather. And we'll just keep it simple and try to pull out his wand. Try to hit it with the firebolt. This will be +1 with the wand. I'll try to turn it on. Yeah, I think it worked last time. There we go.
Hit.
For 5.
Do you have advantage or no? Just 5. Okay.
I wish I did. Shit.
Yeah. Oop, wrong way.
Sorry, that's my full move. That's an action. I don't think we're gonna use a bonus action, so that will do it.
All right.
Hold on.
All right. Nasir will move into the room.
So
See that
Nasir, as you're running into the room, you see this thing running towards you.
me.
Yeah. So you don't actually move that yet because it does this at the end of Orden's turn. So you want to take a step back, and I'll let you choose where you're gonna go.
Okay.
It's there.
I've already used my reaction too.
Oh no!
It doesn't produce opportunity attacks on its movement.
Oh no.
All
It's
right.
terrifying.
So it's charging me.
It gets to there for 5. It gets to there. Okay. Now you can do what you want to do.
All right. So, can I get past it?
It might attack you as you do.
No. I mean, can I get past it? I mean, like I can disengage, obviously, right?
Yeah, you can do anything like that, sure.
All right. How damaged does it look?
Very. It looks like it might be sort of fleeing type of damaged. There's pieces all over it. It has a spider web of fractures across its whole body. Sort of.
All right. Nasir will grit his teeth, say a prayer to Timora, and attempt to finish it off.
Oh, here we go.
Nice.
And it gets a disadvantage on its saving throw.
Oh, very nice.
Oh,
Oh no!
So
that's a hell of a roll.
9 damage.
So the spell reaches across. You can tell that this thing is shrugging off your magic as it goes across. That does half the effect type that you wanted to. As it still rolls across it, it shatters into little pieces all around your feet and goes crumbling down, breaking into small powder everywhere.
Nice shot.
Ow.
Nasir.
Yeah, monsieur.
Panic and back up, brushing the pieces off of myself.
We're out of initiative, right?
Yes, you are.
I'll walk up and go, look over. Nasir, are you okay? Hey.
His eyes look a little wild. He's like, apparently so. Good thing you beat the hell out of it first.
Way to finish the job.
Oh,
Nothing left of this guy.
I wonder how much it's worth.
There's jade dust.
a lot less now.
Is it actual jade? Is
It
a
was.
purity?
Wait,
That was
still
just
is.
jade powder.
I'll go
Yeah.
up to Mal and kind of go, sorry about that.
Yeah, pretty
No,
much
I'm sorry.
pretty much the walls, the door, everything around that, the vampire has probably been pulverized by the spell too.
Yes. The door's been shattered because the door's not going to get to save throw, and so it took the full brunt, and so it's been shattered a bit. The walls are cracked.
Orden is going to use his free detect magic for the day and walk around the room. It's 30-foot range though, so I mean, pretty much if he stands in the middle of the room, he'll get everything.
There is nothing magical in this entire room, especially now that you've killed the jade vampire.
Good to know. That lasts. I'll just post it. That lasts for a bit though, so it should be
Okay.
good for the next room too.
I'll
Yep,
go
up to
collect my
10
javelins.
minutes.
How heavy was that? chest, Rakir?
How heavy was
Wasn't
it,
heavy
James?
at all.
Yeah, it wasn't heavy. I just lost my.
Well, I
footing.
think it was probably a lure. You know, there's these fish with these little globes on top of their heads, and there's like a long line, like a fishing line. It kind of bobs in front of its face, and it eats other fish that way. That's what this thing was. The Jade
Can't say
Fish.
I'm too familiar.
The Jade Fish, huh?
Go check out the secret door.
Where is the edge of this light square? Oh, that was stupid of me. When I put the light down, I did not make an area for. Oh, I know why. Because they forgot to put the damn door here when they built this map.
Jerks.
I know, so I just dropped an S on there to say it's a secret door. Oh,
Wait.
dang. There's something this program could use. Edit
Something's
line.
happened to my token. I've managed to.
Oh, well, good. I was trying to open that way up anyway. I don't know how you got through, but good job.
I think I've no clipped through the through the wall.
I did move a little piece off at the top corner, so maybe that's how.
Oh, now I'm stuck in there. Oh, there we go.
Are they, Mal? Are you guys actually going through that door right now?
You
No,
see,
he was just gonna open it first.
you see Rakir phase through the wall.
Whoop.
So, James, while they're checking out the door, Orden would like to use his mage hand, which is not concentration. I didn't realize that, but I checked. And just brush through these piles of wood coins to make sure they're not hiding anything beneath.
Sadly, no. They are exactly what they look to be now.
And then we'll.
Fake treasure.
Mal's busy, so he'll ask Thorin, "Hey, you want to take a look at this chest with me? See if it's trapped. So maybe make it with advantage."
Sure.
Or get Odo. Odo's got a crazy
Oh,
perception.
yeah, okay. Odo,
Odo's
come check this chest for me.
He's only one behind Mal.
Mine's for shit.
Yeah.
Averages.
I'm wondering what's in that chest and this other chest, especially this one, because
Well, the other one we know is trapped and has not been untrapped yet.
right.
This one is not trapped that Odo finds and looks at and realizes it's not.
Mage hand flip the lid open as they're standing. I'll tell Thorin to back up a little bit just in case.
And it's just full of,
Gladly do so.
it's full of fake coins as well.
He'll
It has like a
disappointment.
box in the bottom and it's
what
covered
I'll
with fake
do?
coins. So
I'll
they didn't actually
bring
fill
the,
the whole thing up with them.
I'll bring the other chest up to the top here. Let's say you can if you can open it with your magical hand, you can just open it safely from up there.
Well, let's let Mal work on that trap. What's the worst that could happen? He says with a grin and a wink.
Daggers come from his eyes, right towards you.
I don't. I don't. He
I've never seen him so
And
mad.
then he goes back to work on the door.
Rakir rubs the back of his head. Lots of things could happen.
No, I'm down with that if you guys are. I mean, as long as we're this far away, it's relatively.
Mal will take a step into the corner.
Okay.
OD edition.
Yeah, we'll back up into the corner as far as we can, just in case, and
This thing out. I'll move
recommend
back to the
everyone
map.
else do the same.
Yeah. Chest right.
What do you
here.
think's gonna happen,
Just gonna-
Rappy?
Or shut up.
Where's this chest? There it is. Sorry.
Yes, yeah.
Figure out what layer the damn thing was on. Ah!
Holy shit. Whole
Oh
map.
my god, earthquake!
All right, is everybody where they want to be? You want to be where you're at? Are you good?
Did something happen?
We're flipping the lid on this chest and triggering the trap.
I mean, like
Yeah, Siri,
everything
you
looks,
might want to back up.
like everything looks weird.
You've
Oh,
got-
the map
What do you mean everything looks-
shifted. Did you get wonky?
Now you got two of your wisps again. I'm gonna delete
Yeah,
one.
the map is like all kinds of weird now. And for me,
Oh yeah, it is. That's weird. Looking, you're moving all over the place. Is everybody else in the walls? No, it looks like everybody else is okay on it.
Alright.
I don't know
Reloading.
how to reload for just you. Okay.
yeah.
So you
yeah,
open up the chest, a dart shoots across the room, slamming into the wall to the south. Everybody's tucked away in little corners though. And the chest is empty except for a little note inside of it.
What does the note say?
Dear thief, a lot of work for nothing, wasn't it?
It was more disappointment.
I'll keep the note.
Okay. And Mal goes back to the door. All right, you pop
Yep.
open the door. I have to move you to the wall because unfortunately there's one giant square around the whole outside of this thing.
Okay.
In the light layer. I don't want to deal with it.
Don't worry, I figured out how to manage to get in there
Yeah.
myself.
How does the room look?
Small. It's just like a hallway with doors on the ahead of you and to the right.
All right. He'll creep up and look and see if they're painted on like the other ones.
Both of these are real.
And do they have traps?
Not that you see.
If Rakir follows him in, because he's not stealthy, Orden will follow after Rakir. The only reason he'd stay back is if Mal was trying to be sneaky.
I was fairly stealthy in that encounter.
What's the worst?
You
that
were
could happen?
earlier.
So guys, south or east?
Let's get the rest of the guys in here and see what they think.
We should probably whisper though if there are any enemies on the other sides of these doors. They wooden doors probably don't have the best dampening of a sound.
Slowly reloading for me.
Okay.
Oh shoot!
Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday, the busiest
Yeah.
day, apparently.
So is the door still supposed to be blacked out?
Yeah, I have to move you through, unfortunately. Just bad map spot.
So I just
If you
realized.
drag your token up and down on it, you can get
Would you-
through.
Would you like me to send my wisp through?
Yes, perfect idea.
Great idea.
Where's the wisp?
Mal, do you realize you've had a flappy and a rappy and probably something else in there?
So what
And
what
now
do
I've-
I see?
A very large room made entirely of iron on all sides. 2 iron statues with swords pointing at the door. And chests and various items around chest, urns lie around. There's a slight shimmer in the air as well, like heat rising.
And, I'll-
The walls and floors all look to be made of solid iron.
and he'll wisp will exit and go to the other room.
Which room did he enter first?
The eastmost.
Hallway.
And what's behind this door?
Stone.
Not a door. Oh, wow, there's lots of stuff. What's behind this door?
A large trebuchet set up, not trebuchet, that'd be interesting if it went in there. Ballista set up to fire when someone opens the door.
You probably set it up, but you just couldn't fire it.
Yeah. This is like a siege weapon ballista too. It's big.
Seer's tempted to keep this one to himself for hilarity, but he will tell the group. All right, and he'll pull the wisp back into the same room as himself.
Hey, Orden, there's a spell book in that room.
Okay, so,
What's the worst that could happen?
so he looks over at Orden. What is the significance of having the room made out of iron? And what is that heat shimmer I saw?
My first guess is that there's probably some sort of magical heat in the room that doesn't hurt the iron golems, if that's what they are, but would hurt us. James, would I know anything else beyond, or that'd be my guess anyway.
Mal walks up this door, feel warm.
No. And it seems like a pretty good guess.
You want me to give you an Arcana roll to see if I know
Yeah, go
anything?
for it. See if there's anything additional to it.
Ooh, that'll work.
That was a very good roll. Unfortunately, it doesn't really lead to much more than what you've just said.
Okay.
Do
And
you
nothing-
suppose that is the main problem going to be the ground?
So the ground wasn't like glowing red hot or anything. There's no obvious
No.
signs of heat other than the shimmer, right?
You don't
No.
suppose that it could begin to, though? Or
Actually, that was a good check
entering the
roll,
room.
Alden. The only other thing is maybe it had nothing to do with heat at all. Maybe it was something else.
Yeah,
Just
so he'll-
some magical
yeah.
effect.
Right. He'll explain that to everyone. Like, it could be heat, it hurt us and not them, and it could be something completely different.
I will. It did not react to the
That-
to the presence of the undead. Do
If
not know what
there's-
about the presence of the living.
If there's chests in there, though, and it looked to be of more substance than our wooden coins back there, I say let's check that out first, only because I'll be able to hold this spell a little while longer, but I guess I can always recast it. That's not true. We can do whatever.
I mean, if we're
But-
here,
This is almost assuredly the place where they've kept the remaining relics, though.
anything
Right.
down south?
Oh no, just a trap.
I would say in that case, I nominate one of the big guys here to, if not both of them, to burst in.
Thorn
I
looks
look
to it
over
here.
at how large is the hallway in front of us?
I mean, you have to go in the door like one at a time, of course, but
He'll look over at Ord and he's like, "Are you sure it's a good idea? Because if it's
the minute you open the door, they're gonna know.
that's
You're not
true."
gonna be able to sneak in there.
We could attempt to use trickery first, though, or I could send in a summon. Does not matter if that is killed.
if
It's
we-
already dead.
If we can lure them here, we might be able to use the trap set up in the south to help us.
So, do they?
I mean, the last golem did not react very much to trickery at all, really.
Yes.
Or gets a very serious look and says, "Let me weave you the tale of one Leroy Jenkins."
Who is this? Leroy.
I've heard this one before. It's great. Go on.
Brave fella.
Yes. Yes, here.
Sorry, go ahead, Adam. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Oh. That's all I want to know. So yeah. So really, these things. If it's under the assumption that basically that when you go in, they're going to deal with both whatever the ambient effect is in the room, plus these two constructs. So
Didn't you have a way you could shoot a big old gob of webs? Is
I
that you?
do.
But-
Maybe.
that's once recharging on dawn, right?
It's once a day. Maybe done. Actually, let me look at this thing.
Yeah. Magic items typically recharge on dawn, and we've had a long rest, but we haven't had another dawn yet. So technically, yours hasn't recharged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same thing with my insect staff. I haven't recharged that yet because we haven't had a chance to. We have to wait for the rest of the day.
Yep. They
Yep.
don't
Next.
take
dawn.
long breaks.
Let me.
Stupid cloak.
I may not have my Fey Touch back. Let me see the wording of that one.
Abilities
Oh,
usually
until you-
do.
Yeah, abilities are almost always long
Finish
rest.
long rest. Yeah.
It's only magic items typically by the dawn.
Well, we could open the door and just see what happens. If we need to, we can close the door again. And I could roll some ball bearings in there and see if it rattles anything around.
Gently open the door.
I think if we
I
open the
gently
door,
close the door.
we should let one of our meat shields here. No offense, of course. Do that.
Again, if you wish, I
For a little
can summon an undead and send them through. If they get killed, it is no big deal. Then we know.
True. Even better.
If the statues do come alive, I can always hop it or pop my head in and cast fairy fire on them.
Nice.
Gives us enough
Did he-
Solid advantage.
If there is either one, all things depending, there is one of two strategies we could employ. Here, coming from both directions. If they choose to stay in the room, then we can have the ranged people shoot at them until they're destroyed. Either way, we do have the advantage. But I would not suggest going into the room if we can help it.
No,
what-
I mean,
turn
does
the
it
handle?
swing towards us or?
All right.
Too tight of a room to have a swing in.
Okay. So yes, I was wondering if I could, if it swung out towards us, I could potentially open the door
No.
and not only have cover, but also have like the ballista try and hit them. As
Oh
they
no,
came
you don't
in.
know where the ballista's way down the hallway around the corner.
Yeah,
or something.
Nasir described basically a long ass like hallway all the way down and around and up. So the ballista's a very long way away.
But this is the door that triggers it,
No.
right?
Oh no. It is this door and then a long hallway all the way around. It is.
Got it.
If he points far to the northeast, it's all the way up there somewhere. I'm not good at distances.
Got it. All right. Well.
Let's
Are
take a
we,
peek.
Are we sending a zombie in, or are we doing the? What did you say, Leroy strategy?
I think we've Nasir's got a good point. If we can do it from out here, we probably
All
should.
right. I will open and close the door. Wait, does this door also opens towards them, right? Towards this room.
That one opens in as well.
All right.
Orden
wait
says,
for, Nasir
slowly, just take a peek.
All right. I open the door slowly.
Close it if it looks bad.
Do I see anything? Open this door.
Large room with iron floors, iron walls, a shimmer in the air. Two knightly-looking statues pointing swords at you from the middle of the room. Scattered about the room on the edges are urns and chests. And
Are the ceilings iron? Oh,
Ooh, hold on. Wait, someone's having. Is that me? It looks like it's me.
no. Is
It's
it?
Rick I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you muted. Yeah, it was.
Because I muted me. Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Is the ceiling iron?
As you look in there, you can tell that it's actually an illusion. The ceiling and the walls are not iron. There's some sort of illusion over them.
What?
It says, wait, guys, it's an illusion. There's no iron. The ceiling and the walls don't have it. The floor does?
No.
No. Oh, nothing. Are the statues
Stone.
real?
Yes,
Okay.
but
Where
everything
this
else
floor
looks to be done
it
for
looks like
effect.
they could be some
Even
kind
here?
of plates or something.
I'm sorry?
Even the treasure is an illusion.
The treasure is there.
Okay.
The only thing is the decorations of the walls are all an illusion, and the floor.
Got it.
Otherwise, it's basically in a giant stone room that someone has cast this illusion on.
Nasir, are you going to do it?
Yes. If I would suggest everyone get in position in case they do rush us, and then I will send my.
Mal, I'll
team
climb up on
first.
the ceiling back here.
Yeah.
Taking his
James.
place behind Thorn.
Hey, James, can we have this one right here open, please?
Thorn's gonna get right up on the door as well. Oh, you want that one open? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that door. Okay.
Yeah. Can we get that door taken away so we can kind of move through that corridor?
Just
Check.
in case we need to.
All right. So Nasir will get down there so the beat sticks can get in any configuration they want, and let me know when you're ready. Then
Oh,
I'll.
those meat sticks.
Good to go.
Cool. All right, then you. All right, let's see. I can. Yep, that's within range. All right. So behind you, you see basically a sort of a small pale ghast sort of appear in like a flash of a necrotic energy, and sort of shoulder past you both and wander into the room.
Where's? Oh, okay, you brought it out. Go for it.
Got gas. Oh, is
Alright,
it that one?
It's stinky.
It's
Yeah.
stinky.
Thorn's just gonna hold his nose.
It's
Alright, I'm
gas,
gonna
gas,
commit-
gas.
All right, I'm gonna command it to walk into the room far enough away not to gas any of my party members, and then just defend itself. So it's going to move into there and just kind of stand there.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
All right.
Does anybody need to use the restroom? I guess there's so many people. You can just step out while it's not your turn.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So as the gas steps in, the two statue swords move with a unearthly type of speed as they both shoot their swords in and start charging forward at the gas, both of them.
Orden rolls a natural 1. Gary rolls a natural 20.
Roy of Worlds.
As it should be.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
that's not bad. You just it'll start the round and I guess no, it's terrible.
At least you're going close to each other.
Thanks, Classic.
Just not the order.
Oh man.
Okay, they are there. I just have to move on to the right layer.
Oh, sorry, I rolled twice on accident. Can you set my initiative to 13?
Yeah, let's delete the second one.
Once again, it's not connected to my token for whatever reason.
Okay.
Oh, that looks like a
Try-
cool picture too.
This adventure is the last one that I set up before we started playing, so I spent a lot of time setting up all the tokens. And
Very
Nice.
cool.
From here forward, I have to actually go back to work again and start setting things up again.
Isn't it nice to be ahead though a little bit?
Yeah, I was had 6 adventures.
Yeah.
And plus we had a little mini ones in between, so it's been over a year. Did you ever figure out how to get yours to work there, Tyler?
No, I've tried a few times and
It's still not
Now-
popping up.
You have highlighted your character.
thought I did, but
Yeah, you're in now.
no,
Okay, so what was your first one?
it's a 12.
Okay.
Just so everybody knows, Gary's in that space, but he's tiny and flying, so anybody that needs to occupy it definitely can.
Okay, are we all on the board? I said this descending and
Yeah,
start
same-
this madness off.
Yeah, same thing with the Wisp. Wisp is always flying up near the ceiling, so
As soon as the doors open and these things start moving, and it's clear that we're going to have a combat, Gary goes screeching into the room with his typical owl battle cry. 30 feet exactly to that one. He's going to fly over and harry him about the head and shoulders and then fly right back to where he is now. So provide the help action.
Okay. Which one did you get? One
This
that's going
guy.
now?
Yep.
That one, okay. Oh, well, that's not going to matter because it's going to go away on its beginning of its turn, I believe.
Why is that?
Isn't that how help actions work? Is when it finally
No,
gets to
the
go
next
again?
attack that's made against that guy.
Oh, even
before
over its
Gary's-
turn? Okay.
Before Gary's next turn, anyway. Also, just out of curiosity, if he comes even 5 feet, he'll be within range of it, and I'm assuming they will, but I'm just wondering if they glow from the detect magic that's active.
Yes. Well, I guess they're constructs.
Right.
I love constructs. That's
Disable
too
Hey, will
many.
you picture too? Because these look awesome as well.
Oh. Oh, no, it's a shift C.
Nice.
That's cool.
very neat.
Heck yeah.
Better than the token they gave here. I'll share on the game what the token was.
Oh,
Much
gosh.
better.
Yes. That's
It's like a board game.
that's coming at you to attack. Do I attack it or laugh at it?
Oh, it's so cute.
Really?
I
Wow.
want to keep it.
Ugh.
Oh wow.
What the fuck?
It's like the bargain basement
Totally.
Iron Golem.
That fucking-
Buy one, get the second one free.
So that's why there's
Yeah.
You're running this cult on a budget, people.
Yeah.
So
You cannot afford extravagant iron golems.
Or walls. Just illusion
Well,
it.
they blew the
he
budget on the
lumbers
Minotaur.
towards
Yeah.
yes, lumbers towards your towards the gas and attacks.
So once it gets in range, the gas will take its
Go for
ready
it.
to action and defend itself.
And how's it? What's it defending? How's it doing that? What's that? Do I have to even roll? What's it doing?
That's
okay.
it. At advantage.
Nice.
I
Definitely
mean,
hits.
you clearly hit the first time, but
Crit fishing.
Might get that
Yep.
nat 20.
Okay, makes.
very
Here we
nice.
go. So the blade swings through, and then it follows back with its shield, trying to do a smash with that as well. The blade. 15 at the
Hits.
for 10, and then it hammers away with its shield. Does a 14 hit your ghast?
Yep.
And then knocks him prone.
The saving throw.
Doesn't say so in this description.
Okay, cool.
And the whisk gets to go. If I get my mouse to come back,
So-
there we go.
20 damage total.
Yes.
When his undead critter hit this thing, did it seem to hurt it?
I don't remember it hitting him.
Yeah, that ready to action.
Oh yeah, that one. Sorry, I gotta take the damage off. Did he hit him? It hit with
Yeah,
25,
12 slashing.
11. Define hurt. Not really.
Okay.
It did hurt it. It did do some damage.
Okay. That's.
But
what I
it
was
looks like this thing's got a lot of hit points.
wondering. Right. Okay.
I guess we're
I
asking, did it look resisted?
No.
Right. I assume that he doesn't have magical attacks.
Yes, that
That's
one
why I
looks
was,
fine on that angle.
Wondering.
Okay, cool. All right. Then this year will command the wisps to basically go in, basically do the help action on the close one again,
Okay.
and then come back, and he's done.
Through the wall again. That's cool that you can get through the wall. How did that happen?
All right.
He's
How'd you
phasing.
do that?
Oh, I just went up and around.
Oh, okay. It didn't look like it from here. It looked like he just went straight through it. Like, cool.
Yep, it just goes from one position to the other. I had that
Gotcha.
question too, but my friend's like, "How'd you go through the wall?" It's like I didn't.
I magic. Okay.
It's a feat.
Thorin, what would you like to do? You just saw it where you're standing that the undead spirit just got smacked the hell out of by the first one of these things. It did 2 attacks on him.
All right. If I in my turn there, or
I think it should be on your turn.
okay, all right.
Yeah, this is like 8th
Should be
time
sure
you
that.
fought these things.
Yeah. Oh, start to turn. Okay.
Oh, bummer. Thank you. I have to get the other one on the board.
First
Highlighting
thing.
them both in.
All right. Enter the room. 5, 10, 15.
Wait, the plan was to lure them over here.
Oh, what's the plan?
No.
All right. Then retract that then. But the one we'll do first, and I guess. So he'll pull his longbow out and take 2 shots at the one hiding in the back over here. Then.
Okay.
He was absent-minded during plan making. 18 and a 19.
Hit.
All right. Forget this 2. So 9 and so 17 total.
Nice. So yes, both blast knock into this thing.
He's just gonna yell out, try to get his attention. Over here, if you can understand language or anything. Oh yeah, then push.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I never hit EOT with Gary, or it got reset somehow. I
It
think
got
I
reset.
did.
Ah, okay.
You just bounce it down to Thorin again.
All right, then that would be in of his turn. He's just gonna take 2 shots and then put his bow away,
Okay.
just in case he needs to pull his sword out.
So this one then lumbers forward as dead
Okay.
spirit.
With advantage.
Oh, because of flanking.
No,
It's
because it's prone.
Oh, that's right. It's on the ground. So brings its blade down on it. Smacks it with the blade for 11.
All right.
It screeches out and just dissipates.
It then takes one step further forward and swings with its shield.
Is there a wall in between me and it?
Let's take a look. It's hard to tell nobody there.
I'll move right.
The door is in between
Yeah, it
both
looks
of
like
us.
the door is like right in the middle, so I don't know if you're both partially covered or if neither are covered.
Okay, we'll
Oh
say
wait, how
yeah.
did I wind up over here?
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
see.
he's
I
checking
couldn't
it.
see the darn door.
Here.
I will give you partial cover then.
Okay.
Jesus. Partial corner with plate armor?
Yeah, what's that? 22 now? 23?
No, it's 21. It hasn't gone up.
Definitely misses. All right. We're here. So this thing's right in front of you now, sort of. You can stab through the door, but it's got partial cover as well.
No, Thorn's gonna make an attack if he can with the sentinel field.
Oh, yeah, since it took
No,
you back.
I don't have my sword pulled yet. I put my
Okay.
bow away. I don't have nothing out yet. Yeah,
Okay, next
never
time.
mind.
Alright, well, I will just attempt to hit it. I don't think any of those hit with partial cover.
25 will.
That is for 8 slashing. I'm using Silent Avenger,
Okay.
by the way, if that's important.
So it swings
that'll
out
be-
there and smacks into it, but you can feel the reverberation, but it makes no noise as you hit it with that silent sword.
And then I will, just in case. I know I could probably wait for. Actually, yeah, I will wait a bit longer before I do that. So yeah, I'll just end my turn there.
You can handle it.
Mel look up, size up the Iron Golem. He'll be like, he says, "Hey Golem, what's the Iron Golem say when he laughs?" Fee fee fee. And he'll
Fee, fee,
cast
fee.
Tasha's hideous
Oh
laughter.
god.
DC 12.
Pretty clever.
What's the stat roll? Wisdom.
Yep.
Definitely misses.
So,
Damn.
seven
Hopefully-
fall prone and become incapacitated for the duration of the spell, which is
Hopefully the intelligence score isn't 4
1
or
minute.
less.
Although, is this a? Yeah, I'm not sure what if this would
Yeah, that's a good question. It is a construct.
construct.
Would that be like an Arcana check to know if that was like a thing?
A creature with intelligence score 4 of less isn't affected. At the end of its turn, each time it takes damage, it must make another wisdom saving throw. That is bizarre. I'm just trying to imagine. The reason I say it's bizarre, I'm trying to imagine an iron golem laughing away at something.
I know.
So yes, it goes fee fee fee. It has a 6 intelligence.
Nice.
Leave him alone.
Okay.
Which one is it? This
It can't
one right
speak,
here.
but it definitely seems to be stopped and just stumped on that one as it's thinking about it. You can hear gears inside grinding and maybe something breaking.
Tips over.
Hey Mel, you
Tips
finally got
over.
somebody to laugh at one of your jokes.
I know it's great, isn't it? Don't touch him. And he will concentrate on that spell and hit the button. Where is that button? There we are.
All right. Miss here will
I'm sorry, I'm having a problem with that one.
Miss here will come on up. Will come on up here, see the golem acting strange,
It
and
seems to be having silent convulsions on the ground.
oh, perfect. That'll make it easier to shoot. Yeah, and he'll let loose.
Oh, the second one's gonna hit. Or both of them will hit.
What part of don't touch it don't you understand?
I
Alright, so
guess
it's 30.
We can't live in a world where someone laughs at your
So
jokes.
31 necrotic. Oh, wait,
Nice.
no, 33 necrotic. I can't count.
Math is hard.
he gets to make 2 saves with advantage now to break the laughing.
Yep. Okay. What's this
Hope
button
he
do?
fails them both.
Oh,
Yeah.
he can't be
And-
very wise with a wisdom save.
And it needs to make a 12. First one, miss.
Ooh,
Second one, miss.
Nice.
yes.
Oh wait,
So
no. It's an advantage
Why would it be an advantage?
because the
Because
spell's
it
You
is
get
damage.
attacked.
Yeah.
Oh, does it say that in there?
Yep.
The very last part of the spell.
Sorry guys, I had to be honest.
No, good
Triggers
call.
advantage save.
It's
throw,
alright,
triggered
it's
by
alright.
damage.
Good.
Play fair, play fair.
Yeah. And the Nasir was out of the room, so he didn't really understand what. But it was up.
Ground.
Fireflies will fly from me as I point into the room, and just inside the doorway, I need both of them to. I'm casting fairy fire on.
Okay. So you're gonna try to cast it far enough out that doesn't hit Rakir and them, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to fill the room with them.
So yes, the chest, the walls, the area around there all starts glowing with fairy fire. I'll
And
drop
they
a
need
light.
to make a dex saving
Okay,
throw.
let me drop a light in there too, since now that's lit up. Did that actually work? Did it light up the
Mm.
room?
Well, from
I'll
what I
use-
can see, maybe.
I'll use it, both of them. I don't know which lighting system's set up on this map. Okay, so now we're making. What's our DC on that save?
DC 12.
And a dex, you said. Miss. Miss. But it's not their
Yeah.
saving throw night, is it?
Perfect.
Awesome.
That was in fire.
Nicely done, sir.
That'll make the fight way easier. Just don't get smacked.
I think I'm good where I am for that. And I shall end my turn.
I'm gonna use that one for fairy fire. The wrong color, but that's fine. Orden, what would you like to do?
Does it appear that the objects within the room would melt, say, if under the effect of a fireball spell? I'll
Could be.
play it safe then.
Especially since you're gonna fireball the treasure room that you've been trying to get to.
I know. Okay. It was worth a shot. I had to ask, right?
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
Let's keep it simple instead of throwing fire first. We'll cast Bless at level 2, which gives me 4 targets. We'll obviously do Rakir and Thorin, and then for the others, one on myself to help with the con saves, and the other on each of the 3 you could use it. Who's the biggest damage dealer? You know, probably Nasir with his. Yeah, the third one's on Nasir actually, because he's throwing his bolts. Or the fourth one. And I think that will do it.
Okay. Okay, then Gary gets to go.
Gary's gonna fly at this one, and screech and scratch at its armor, and fly back, but to there this time.
Lumber, lumber, lumber.
Nice, Adam.
And then swings and attacks. One of the blade comes piercing forward towards you, Thorin. There it goes. Misses completely.
Nope.
And then tries to hammer you with its shield.
All right.
And that one misses. Luckily, it doesn't have advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have fucking heard. Oh, that's not
They stand there blocking the way with their shields already. The other one's standing. Well, neither one's getting up still. It's still prone.
This
Oh.
is just a battle of attrition. Right
Is one of
now.
them a prone?
The one to the north is still prone.
He's still playing fee.
Because he made a save, but he hasn't had a chance to stand up.
Oh. Oh,
Okay,
then
then-
I'm not concentrating.
All right, then the one to one to the south, he'll come in and basically use help action against.
Okay. I'll just leave the token on it then.
Yeah.
I think someone already used that up.
All right, and he's done.
Thorin, you got one in front of you on the floor that's got partial cover, but it's on the ground.
All right. He's gonna pull out his long sword and slash twice the one that slashed at him. Yeah. We'll have to do better than that, and start swinging at him. So 8 plus.
I don't like all these constructs. They don't get to talk.
14,
They don't get the trash talk.
24. No, it's
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah, all those.
talk back, goddammit.
I got undead minions in Saucy's game and Rob's game, and that's like my biggest disappointment is they can't speak, so they'll like gesture and chatter their jaws
Yeah,
together.
then 22
and whatnot.
damage. Then
Nice.
on that.
Awesome.
Just keep hacking away at these things.
I think, as a bonus action, Thorin's just gonna shoot his. I don't want to burn anything up. Never mind. That is all.
I don't think your breath
Yeah, we've-
weapon can start stuff on fire, but fireball can.
We've learned our lesson about
Oh,
collateral
whatever.
damage, haven't we?
I mean, that one time with the rats, they fall right out. Yeah,
It's,
they caught on fire.
you burned you got the building on fire. All right. They're both just gonna try to hack away at you over and over again as they're standing shoulder to shoulder, smacking.
We're gonna do the same thing to them.
Yeah. But you still got partial cover, and this one's got partial cover, but it stands up
Yeah.
on its round. I think that's all it gets to do, isn't it? That's its action.
No, it's half his movement.
It's half
yeah,
me,
it's
half
half-
movement.
Oh, okay. Half move. Okay, so it's back up. Let me get rid of that. Glowing away. So that's right, but don't forget that. I guess you guys have advantage on top of advantage on these things. And
Oh, yeah.
attacks. I forgot that too. That's definitely not going to hit. Follows with a shield smash. And misses that as well.
Then Thorin's gonna attack him with his reaction.
Okay, go for it. And you
Uh,
actually don't have to worry about the cover because it's straight up for you.
All right. So 17.
Hits.
All right. 10.
Nice. That one's starting to fall apart. It's been getting the most of the brunt of the attack so far. Rakir.
Right. What does the dagger tell me?
That the one to the north looks like it's almost gone. It wants you to stab it.
Right. I will heed the advice of the one to the north then, and attack
11's not going to hit. The 21 definitely does.
for 12 slashing damage.
It's going down. It's still around to fight, but you can hear gears inside making problems and little sparky noises and stuff. And
And that's it.
All right, Matt will try it again with the new guy. He'll say, "Hey Ferris, don't spell part backward. It's a trap." And cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
it's going to try to make a wisdom save against that.
Oh,
Makes it.
don't. He looks
Anything
down.
else you would-
I guess that's not that good. He'll hide.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
Make your high.
roll it.
Thanks.
Yeah, roll it here.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
All right.
That's Seer.
He'll go up. All right, and the top one you said was one that was looking kind of hurt.
Yes. Oh,
20 and 29.
those are going to hit.
Nice.
Is 13 enough to drop it?
Nope.
All right, then add on 26 plus 8.
That'll drop it.
Nice.
All right, and the Seer will give it a little grin and then retreat back to safety. He's done.
It shatters and falls apart into dust and broken pieces. Nice sniping. Odo.
Heck yeah.
Nasir went from "Don't bless me, it's not worth it" to you're one of the best targets now with that agonizing blast.
Oh yeah, Warlocks are pretty good DPS machines.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a step up the hall so I can get a better shot at the one in the south.
Okay.
Launch 2 javelins.
You have advantage, so those both
All
hit.
right.
Because it's glowing, luck due to you.
And then rust will start as soon as the javelin hits. Rust will start to emerge from that. So, 19 piercing damage in total.
Nice.
Oh.
So that one, you guys have probably knocked it down about halfway.
And that shall be it.
Orden.
Orden will keep it simple and launch a firebolt. Shit. Even with bless and advantage, 15 was the best I could do.
Yeah, not gonna make it. Shoots over its shoulder, bounces off a piece of it,
So
deflects
shit.
it off its shield or something, and it bounces off out to the side.
Yeah, I think that'll be it.
Okay. Do you want to do anything in your owl? I could just hang out. I mean, they got to already have advantage on them.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, just fly up to harry this one and then fly back, but that's it.
The creature whirs around. You can hear the grinding of its metal as it swings around with
shit.
its. What's that? What'd you forget?
There's another +1 on that with the Wand of the War Mage, but I
Oh.
can't have them both checked. So that was a 16.
That'll hit. That's exactly what you need
Nice.
for 11 points.
All right.
Hell yes.
Minus 11.
Awesome.
The creature in front of you with its sword spins in a complete 360 at the waist with its sword swinging around, smacks out at both Rakir and Thorin at the exact same time.
Ouch.
Does a 21 hit you,
Yes, sir.
Thorin?
A
I
21.
mean, if I have the half
a
cover, but,
21.
or any of that partial cover at all.
Yeah, a 21
No.
would hit me if.
Nah,
unless
but if
I'm-
20 hits me, though.
11's what's hitting
Okay.
Rakir, and a 21 down at
So I take
Thorin.
11.
11 points.
And then make a DC 13.
DC 13 dex save throw.
Alright,
Oh,
one
that's not the
second.
damage it does. I'm sorry. I didn't read it. That was just a hit. So don't take those 11. Make this DC save
Oh, okay, wait.
instead.
Alright. Bam.
I didn't read the attack at all.
17.
Same thing with you.
No.
Rakir. Make a DC.
Yeah.
Why must
Oh,
you
no.
make me make a dexterity saving throw?
I know. For you. No. Roll 3d10.
Meta, you've got. Hold on. Roll a d4. You're blessed.
No.
Roll 3 or higher on that d4.
You can do it.
Oh no!
So you take 14 points of damage as this smacks into you.
Alright.
Of bludgeoning as it spins all the way around, smashing it with its shield as it spins around.
Well, I'll take 3 off of that because of the Hemio, unless this is magical.
No.
This being a new round, will I have a new reaction at this point? Like, would I have another reaction, or is that to my next
you-
turn?
You already went.
Yeah, when did you go? You haven't come around again, do you? No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm after this week. Okay. All right.
And the wisp.
Alright, it does its thing.
Oh, and
Thorin.
Thorin, you take a hit anyways too. I'm sorry, Thorin. You're going to take half that. You took 7.
So 7
Yeah.
instead. All right.
Sorry, go ahead and Nasir.
Yep, he goes in, does help action, comes back. Thorin's
Okay.
turn.
Thorin just gonna make 2 slashes at it.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, the first one, you're at advantage, so they both hit.
Okay. Then it will be 14 plus
8. Nice.
8, so 22 again.
Smashes into it. You don't think it's going to... Well, maybe it'll get a chance to hit at you again. Oh, that one's
Let
good
it.
anyways.
Oh yeah, sorry, hit the button.
This one they tried took off.
And there you go.
Rakir, that thing is still standing in front of you.
Alright. I'm gonna take 2 swings at it.
Hit.
Nice. 13
plus 9.
Awesome.
The first smash
18
smashes into it. It lumbers back. The second one comes across and breaks its legs off, and it falls to the ground in a quivering, jerking around mess.
Ugh.
Oh, it's like what?
Orden holds
Like
up
Orden
a
after the boss.
mage hand high. Nice. Orden holds up a mage hand high five to Odo and says, "Man, that glisteny spell and the bless together were on point."
Odo will summon the swarm to mage hand your mage hand. Like,
I love it.
yeah.
Mage hand high five. I would have given you a regular high five, but I probably couldn't. I mean, it would have been like waist level, middle five.
And that's just awkward.
Exactly.
Mid 5. Oh god.
Down low.
Are they both down?
Yes, they're both gone.
Oh, that was
Do you
roleplay. Sorry.
suppose it's safe to end?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's killed them both.
Does that
Okay.
affect somebody in the room?
Yes, still the room hasn't changed at all.
Let's see. I'm gonna use second wind to regain some HP.
The owl
Fly
looks like it
Gary
goes
in
in
there.
there. Nothing happens to Gary as he flies in.
Good.
Mal scrambling on the ceiling. Look around.
Thorin walking as well.
Okay, so the room then again, it's Mal says that the walls aren't really iron, but they look iron to everybody else.
It really, I swear, it's all stone.
I think you're stoned.
Otherwise, there's just
Thorn smacks his sword on the ground. Does it sound like stone?
It does sound like stone. It doesn't go ding. It just goes katunk.
What a bunch of bullshit.
Does this look like an altar up here?
No, it's a chest. The room has several bags, chests, and urns lie scattered about the room in various corners and places.
All
Oh.
right, we'll have to burn another slot, but we'll definitely do another detect magic. That's 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'll examine the chest, see if they're trapped.
Okay, go for it. And are you said you're taking that doing a ritual detect magic?
No, I burned a spell slot. It'll last for
Okay.
10 minutes. I meant.
I gotcha. There are magic things in the chest.
I'm not really sure if that's trapped or not.
Does look to be.
Well, there's a couple ways to find out.
You've been
He'll
good
go
at that
over.
so far.
Yeah, he'll go over and watch out. Move back, Rakir.
I'm afraid
He'll
if I
stand.
move back, I might fall into another trap.
I'll just open it up. Let me just find out if
He'll
it's
take a
trapped.
step back and use Mage Hand on it.
Okay. It opens up easily enough. No traps, it seems. It's full of gold. There's some gems and jewels in there. There's also something, it looks like a bit of fabric sticking out. A couple of vials you can see in there.
He'll use the Mage Hand to reach over and pop the other one.
The other one has a suit of armor in it. Well, not armor, breastplate.
Cool. Armor
Hell yeah.
and some, looks like, I don't know what that is. A gown or something under gold? Anyway, there's stuff in here. Are there other chests?
No, the other ones you see, those other round things, are bolts of silk.
Oh.
There's a second chest under this golem, it looks like.
Yeah, that's got the breastplate in
Yeah,
it.
it has the armor in it, yeah. Are these tiny chests over here in the corners?
Those are bolts of rare silk.
Oh,
They're
okay.
they're worth 100 gold a piece. And there's
these
five
urns that are
bolts
in
of
here,
them. They're full of gold and silver and gems.
Boys, let's start
Yeah.
counting.
Yeah, Thorn
Some
starts
cannons
rubbing
to
his
build.
hands together. Yes, cannons.
cannons.
Oh.
Yes, cannons.
Are
I'll tell you about it when we get back. But
castle.
we're building cannons.
Thorn just imitates explosions with his hand. Boom.
What are you building that needs cannons?
Oh, we've got a couple.
Dragon Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will make sure you're filled in with all the details when we return.
I've got my own ship as well.
Quite the escapade.
We have a fleet now. That's perfect.
Yes, I keep my ship right in my pocket.
Okay.
That sounds like a private concern.
Even Mal didn't buy that. He's like, yeah.
All right.
okay.
Oh yeah, big fleet now.
All right.
By the way, where did you get that sword?
It was a friend of yours gave it to me.
Yeah,
His
that's
name's
Merrick's sword.
Yes. He said he had some sort of revenge mission to go on. He was very unfortunate he couldn't be here.
Oh.
He kept his
Okay.
good sword.
Yeah, the one you
Yeah.
gave him.
Exactly.
So, there are magical items until you get around to doing an identify. I can't tell you what they are. There's
a breastplate and some robes.
There's also what looks to be about, how many of these things are there? 6 different types of potions. Gold. Pulling on the fabric. Is anybody pulling it out, or?
Sure.
It's like
Storm will pull it out.
at
Just be
It's
curious.
the bag.
Bang. Give it to
But
toss it to somebody.
Yeah,
Whoever
it
has
is
the
a
bag,
magical
hold it.
bag of some sort.
Ooh.
Orden says, don't use that. It might look like mouse, but we don't know that for sure.
I
So
heard
I'm not gonna touch
you're
anything.
not supposed to put one inside of another.
Don't
No,
put a
you are
bag inside a
definitely
bag.
not.
But it'd be
What
really
happens
cool to
if you
see.
put one inside of another?
You would lose both of them, and it would create a rift to the ethereal plane.
Oh, I thought it made trolls.
That's where baby trolls come
What?
from.
What kind of
You put two bags together.
Bag
what kind of bizarre story
A
do
little
they have
bit,
to
oh,
tell the
man.
children?
Figured it out.
Don't mix.
Oh, Lordy,
don't mix
son.
two bags. You never know. Oh, it's where the trolls come from.
Wicked rage said troll. Thorin wanted to start help shoveling as much as we can in the bag, if we can, whatever it is.
I'll carry anything you need to,
Uh,
and we definitely don't need to check anything down there in that room, right?
Just gold
Correct.
mostly.
Unless you want another ballista, but I do not know how you'd get it out.
Well, I suppose you could disassemble it.
What if I poured a reduce potion on it?
I don't think it can drink it.
The wood
Orden
can soak
starts
it up.
looking for the artifacts we came to find.
There are some. I'm writing them all in right now.
Is this? Do we feel like this is the lion's share of what we were looking for?
Yes.
Cool.
Unfortunately, a lot of the artifacts may have already gone down to drink.
Our money.
Oh, like
no.
before they got here, you mean?
Yeah, the ones that he dumped in the pool, or had been dumping in the pool.
Hey, Rappy, is that cup in here?
No, the cup. They dropped the cup in the pool.
Oh.
Actually, the cup was in the chest, and when the chest exploded, it rolled over into the pool.
Thorin asked, Rappy, could you tell us what these magical items do? Like, could you talk to them?
None of them are sentient.
Get a feeling,
Says,
I mean,
I
I don't know how
can tell
magic
you.
works.
I can tell you what they do. I just need a little time. He says to Nasir, "Are we sure that there's nothing in those rooms around the corner?"
Wasn't even a room. It was a hallway.
Okay.
Yes, it is simply a long U-shaped hallway that ends in a door, and on the other side of the door is a loaded ballista. You can feel free to open the door. I mean, I did warn you.
No, I'm just making sure.
No, please. Please don't take my word for it. Please. Please fuck around and find out for yourself.
Hey, Mal, Nasir's got a task for you.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'll get right on that.
The magic items, aside, not the artifacts, the magic items are a breastplate, some robes, and a bag. Is that right?
And a staff. Did I write that on there?
The staff and the harp, I wasn't sure if they were just artifacts or if they were magical items.
They're magical items.
Okay. I would like to burn a spell slot and identify the bag right
There doesn't
away.
seem to be any actual artifacts, as in like holy items or something like that, left here.
Okay. What does the bag identify as?
Bag of holding.
Perfect.
Well, that's a perfect find.
Perfect.
your
I
second one.
immediately shove one inside the other.
Orden would not.
No, first.
Would not give it up. So I would petition to the party, though. I'd like to hold onto one. I was gonna have to buy one anyway. If I forge a set of plate armor, I can wear it, and it will give me one additional AC as long as I with these boots. But God forbid something happened to the boots, I'd probably want to carry around a breastplate or
Thorin,
something.
Well, there was a medium
Yeah, Thorin gestures to that.
breastplate here. Yeah.
We found some armor right here.
Was that
Just to
not
figure out
magical?
what it does.
Or was it magical?
It was.
It was not magical.
The breastplate wasn't?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I misheard that.
Gordon, go ahead and make a I don't know what you would normally make, some sort of dwarven skill for metal, whatever the hell that would be. You probably have advantage of some sort, or an artificer skill, or
Maybe
something.
smith's tools.
I don't know if you need a tool. What did you do for artificer earlier? And you said, "Oh, I should have had advantage on that when we were talking about the pool."
No, that it didn't
arcane
work with
something
that
or
one. The artificer's lore. Whenever I make an intelligence history check related to magic items, alchemical objects, or technological devices, I had twice
Do
my proficiency
that one.
instead of. So, history, and we'll add what's my proficiency? 3 more to this.
Yeah, I guess so.
So that
16 will make it. The armor is not magical, but it is mithril. It's a breastplate of mithril steel.
His eyes are glistening. Is mithril the stuff that doesn't let you crit? That's
That's
I believe
adamantine.
that's adamantine. Mithril is the one that allows you to you can be stealthy in it.
Light, flexible metal. A mithril chain shirt or breastplate can be worn under normal clothing. If the armor is normally imposed disadvantage on a dex stealth or has a strength requirement, the mithril version doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be it'll be 14 plus your dex. That breastplate. That's a nice find.
Well, I'm wondering if I could. Well, I mean, it's probably better with someone else anyway, like maybe Odo. But my thought was, I wondered if I could just add that to my current, so I still have plate mail or half plate, but using that breastplate.
Is that what you're in these days? Is half plate?
Yeah. That's what he spent so much time forging.
You probably
I don't
probably
think it's going to work together.
probably need at least
I
to
don't
make the
think
rest
you
of
can
the
wear
bits.
2 suits of armor.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's a breastplate that's with a suit of half plate, right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying,
So
but
if
you
I
would
were to-
lose the ability of
yeah.
being stealthy and so forth.
Sure. Either way, it's better with someone like Odo anyway.
Can you wear that with
I'd
the
like to wear
plus
Not with
3
the scale
scale?
mail that I have.
No.
Oh,
No, I
he can get
cannot.
the scale. That's right. Nasir?
Or just sell it.
I cannot use that.
Melt it down. I need a suit of plate mail that's
Well, you
mithril.
don't need proficiency, and you can wear it under your clothes.
No, that's not
from the
how.
sounds of
Nope.
it.
That's
No,
Elven
it's
Chain
not,
is
it's
one
a
where you
strength
don't have proficiency. This is different.
It's a strength requirement.
The one that James just read said any requirements you
No,
ignore
strength
the
requirements
or something.
Specifically,
Then
I
dex.
specifically said the
being
strength
heavy. So
requirement.
only Elven Chain is the one that allows you to do it without proficiency.
Got it.
I mean, if Thorn took it and put it on instead of the half plate, his AC would be 18 and he'd be able to stealth, but that's about the only thing. But he'd lose 2 AC
Ouch.
points.
Yeah. I mean,
What about
medium armor is pretty weird. Really, the only one the reason why basically like the one Odo has now is useful because it's like scale +3. That's what
Right.
makes it good. So
Does Mal have proficiency in medium?
No, I don't touch that stuff.
nope. Yeah, we could keep it if we absolutely needed to do like a stealth mission, and someone needed to have armor that they could wear, but it wouldn't let me have disadvantage on stealth. But that's pretty rare.
And breastplates already don't have disadvantage on stealth as it is.
That is true as well.
Which makes it that's true. Which makes it weird.
Kind of
So
redundant.
maybe we just melt it down and melt it down, use a mithril for something else. You're Smith, right, Orden? Make us something useful with it.
Fuck yeah.
There you go. So, okay,
I'd
chuck
like
it in the
to
bag.
commission a full suit of plate mail in mithril.
Otherwise, you can tell that 4 of the potions are healing potions. They match up with the other things you have. The staff is a staff of power.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
And the instrument is an instrument for bards. It's called an Anstruth harp.
A what?
Anstruth harp? I'll just pop this up here. Instrument of the bards. And then the final potions, since you have identify going, are a potion of animal friendship and I have no idea what this is. One I've never seen before. I can guess what it is. Looks like a love potion.
Oh, filter of love.
Is that love potion number 9 type of thing?
I believe so.
Next time you see a creature within 10 minutes after drinking this filter, you become charmed by that creature for 1 hour. If the creature is of the species and gender you are normally attracted to, regarded as your true love while you are charmed. The potion's rose-hued, effervescent liquid contains one easy-to-miss bubble shaped like a heart. Aw. Okay.
Why don't we start putting those other potions in that, unless someone needs some, in the other bag. That way we'll have 2 bags with potions in them.
I like it.
I agree with that. Thorn still has 4 on his.
Do you guys mind if I hold on to one of the
Oh,
bags of
absolutely
holding?
No.
I don't really
Good
care.
for like scrolls and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I don't necessarily care other than that heavy armor deal. I'm afraid if anything happens to these boots, we'll be stuck in the middle of an adventure, and I'm gonna have to wear no armor or have a movement speed of like 10.
Well, actually, the instrument of the bards. Oh, it does require attunement by a bard. Damn.
Do we know a bard?
Damn, because I actually have proficiency in performance, but it's not good enough. We knew a bard, but she was a bitch. We killed her.
Oh,
dare
there's
you
that guy
talk about-
up top too.
Yeah, and they killed him too.
How dare you talk about Merrick's mother like that?
Yeah. And you guys killed the last week. The other one died in the flashback.
Well, I think was this everything, guys? How much gold is there? Did I
It's
miss
on
it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's in the chat. 480 something plus 1,200 silver.
Yeah, it's all in the
Not as much as you thought,
it's all in the document now.
Okay.
and definitely less than the 10,000 gold that the other bard was saying there was.
Yeah.
He must have been giving you a line trying to get you to help him out.
Jerk.
It looks to me as if the so actually some of the artifacts we did get are actually sort of like they're magical items, but they don't have a particular purpose. Those are kind of like the pseudo relics, right?
Exactly.
Plus we also have the other. Plus they had a whole bunch of like relatively common magic items that they're just feeding in for fuel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
Ordin, do you think that basically that there are no true relics here? They're simply all just fuel for this pool of radiance.
What we found. I think they all have value to the university.
Oh, I'm sure.
In some way, shape, or form.
But I'm thinking basically none of these are evil objects dedicated to Orcus, correct?
No, none of these.
No.
Interesting. Honestly, I was expecting some of these to be like items consecrated to him, but I guess not. They simply must have been collecting random magical items in order to feed the pool of radiance, but to conduct the ritual.
Anybody taking the staff?
Well, that would be a good question. Ordin?
I'd assume the seer or.
It's
I
sorcerer,
would assume it's
warlock,
seer.
or wizard.
That's
Well,
what I assume.
That's a hell of a staff, Miss Ear, and you are welcome to use that.
I think that's more of like a wizardish item, though, isn't it?
I'll take it. I mean, it gives me
Gives
plus
+2 to attack and damage.
Yeah.
While holding it, you get +2 to armor class saving throws and spell attack rolls. And then has some charges that you can blow to do
shit.
power strike, cast a bunch of different spells.
Cone of cold,
Holy shit, some of them are
fireball, cone of cold, hold
Wall of
monster,
force.
levitate, lightning
Jesus
bolt, magic
Christ.
missile, raven field, wall of force.
Wall of force.
Yeah.
Or you could
Yeah.
probably sell this thing for $500,000, I bet.
Yeah, that's definitely for you, Ordin.
Are you sure, man?
Positive. That's like the epitome of basically like a mage item. So yeah,
Bump your
besides,
armor class to 22 as well.
yeah, besides I already have a good staff.
All right.
I like my insect staff. I like the insect staff.
That's
This Nasir isn't in love with it, but he sees the utility of using
I'm
insects.
not going to tell you no, but that thing's out of control.
Don't break it.
You just gotta give her mace now. You're going shield and staff from here on in.
Yeah, exactly. I've got to get rid of old Skull Crusher.
Gonna turn you into a real mage. Yeah.
Yeah, never use it anyway. I just like it because he crafted it himself. Holy shit, James, that's
That's a powerful item.
fuck,
Like, what's
yeah.
that, like rare or very rare?
Very rare.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's-
Well, we've got 2 +3 things too.
wait,
So
really? What's the other one?
Plus 3 armor.
Plus 3 armor. The scale.
oh, Rappy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rappy's
yeah.
Yeah.
oh, Rappy is
Yeah.
+3.
Yes, he is.
Holy shit! This was a Monty Hall module.
Yeah.
Technically, the scale mail is legendary.
Yeah, because it starts rare, very rare, legendary for +3. That's right.
So yes,
'Cause it doesn't
some of those
require
things
attunement.
they would sell for an insane amount of money if you didn't need them.
This Staff of Power requires attunement, so I'm gonna have to unattune something, but that's perfectly fine.
Oh, what are you unattuning then?
Probably the wand.
I think the wand or the War Mage you have to attune to. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting that in
Well,
return.
done and done.
Yeah, because that would help me pew harder.
Absolutely.
And
Oh,
more accurately.
and just keep in
How about
mind,
you?
guys, you guys can't be surprised if you're within 30 feet of me,
Oh, why is that?
because
The sword.
the Rappy decrees it.
Rap
Oh.
yells out, "Watch out! Look out!"
That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Like,
know what's
what- like-
hilarious about?
Just out of
Sorry.
question, curiosity. Does he yell it out whether we want him to or
You can
not?
tell him to be quiet. He also could do it telepathically.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Just you'd have to make sure you tell him that
we're
one.
just trying to sneak around. We see a guard, but he hasn't spotted us.
Look
and Rappy's
out!
like,
We'll wait till he does it first, and then we'll tell him to be quiet.
Yeah.
Just technically.
Asir, I bet you're double glad now. You're the one that convinced me to buy that wand of the War Mage because I'm like, nah, it's too much money, and you're like, no, dude, you need to fucking get it. I will buy it for you.
Yep.
Do you remember?
playing the long
Abs-
game. I knew this was coming.
Absolutely. Nice.
Wand of the War Mage.
Keeping since day one.
Insane.
It's scary. I wish I would have read ahead and edited it out of the module. No,
Yeah,
It's
you
really
are
good.
welcome to
no, that's
take
fine.
some of
We'll
these
just
spells
up things up.
away.
Hey, it's 6th level. We had Orcus showing up. It's fine.
His demon, right? Not Orcus, right?
I think so. We'll find out. Luckily, it didn't have to come to that.
I hate that answer.
It was Orcus.
James, if you even want to pull out the Wall of Force, like that's fine too. That's a hell of a spell. Granted, it's
God,
5 charges. but
How are we doing Wall of Force in this?
That's a 5th level spell. That's cool.
Yeah. So if you
Okay,
want to take
yeah.
some off of it, that's fine. Or if you want to say you don't learn this part of the staff until you hit that level, that's fine too.
That's fine. We'll
Okay.
worry about it later. So, of course, powerful magic items will also draw attention too. So keep that in mind. Around town with this thing.
Don't tell anybody you can talk.
There's a couple of evil mages in town that might be interested in that thing.
We'll beat him up.
We'll know if they're coming.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I can always keep it in the bag of holding.
What?
you go.
No, it's okay. He's fine. Right here.
So, you guys want to head out? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I think our work here is done.
Start heading.
No, not yet. We still have to deal with the pool.
I'm not swimming in it.
But
I don't
Didn't
think that's what he
suggest.
was implying.
Yes.
I mean, We could always
I
tell
would-
the college about it.
I would still like to grab a sample of it.
And if you wish to stick your hand in there, go for it. But
I was
either
more
way, I do
talking
not think
about a bottle or something.
I think once we leave this place, we should make sure that no one can come in behind us and use the magic in that pool for something. That is all I care about.
Can I grab? What are these urns made of? James?
Ceramic.
I'm gonna take one of the urns with me as we go into the next room. Is there something that in here that looks like it could be like a closed container? Do they have lids? Some of the urns.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I can move you back down there. Hold on.
That's all I was asking.
Yeah, just ceramic urns. So I had
Do
the
some of
gold
them
and
have
silver, and
lids?
now you can dump it in the bag. So who cares?
So Orden says I'm happy to stay behind and try to figure out what's what and study it for a bit. If someone wants to take a sample, I'm going to be very far away when you touch it. I don't even want to touch it. If I study it, it's going to be from a distance.
All right,
You could poke it with a stick,
Ain't
maybe.
gonna lie.
I got it.
Don't want to drink it and see
you're,
what it does as
you're
fire
welcome
breath.
to. But my guess is something either fairly good will happen or something really insanely bad will happen. And it's anybody's guess.
Well, yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get just a normal rope and tie it around this urn.
As you're going down there, though, Kier, Thorn's gonna give you an empty flashlight. Get some for me.
Oh yes.
I don't want to do it myself. Sorry.
Sit you down there.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Mal winks at you and gives you a thumbs up.
Quite. Do you have some string or
Thorn
something?
gives it back.
I can't exactly tie a rope around a small flask.
Put it in the barrel. I don't know.
Okay.
It'll
Here,
fill up.
we'll pour it. We'll
Hey,
pour
I
it
have some
from the
rope.
urn.
He'll give you some rope if you need it.
All right. And so here's.
We'll
here's
figure
what
it
I'm-
out.
Yeah.
I have spoons. We can scoop it in.
Yes.
Orden,
That's actually not a bad plan.
If
You
they're
need silverware? Mal will drop down, open up the bag, and pull out a little bag of silverware.
Oh well, yes, actually, that works quite easily.
He'll hand you a spoon.
Yeah, I'll take a spoon. All right, so
I have
equipped with a
Pots and
spoon,
pans if you need.
some ropes. Oh god. I'm going to tie a rope around the urn and put it on the edge here. And the urn is bigger than his flask that he just handed me, right?
Absolutely.
I'd hope so.
And
Tiny
so-
urn.
Yeah, it's an urn to hold a giant. But yeah, so I'm gonna tie the rope around the urn, and then it's 50 feet of rope. So I'm going to kind of leave it here, and there's a drop off, right?
Yes, there is.
How far is the drop off?
It was 10 feet, I believe you
Mhm.
said.
So yeah, I'm just going to kind of lower it. I'm gonna stand on the stairs here and lower it. Just kind of give it some more rope, and then slowly lower this urn in.
How are you gonna? It's way over though. You have to lower
Yeah,
it
like
10 feet down and 10 feet in. I don't know how you're gonna pull that one off.
I can always push it over.
Like I'm holding on to the rope,
This
right?
one.
And I have it down. It's like dangling on the side of it.
So
if I give
that's just
it-
gonna go down to the floor though, where you're
Mhm,
straight
yeah,
down,
it's gonna
right?
go-
So how are you gonna get over into the pool? The glowing blue thing in the middle of the screen.
The pool is the pool not like is it not deep?
It's just this little circle here in the middle of the pool.
Yeah, I know.
area.
Like right from yeah. Oh, so the pool doesn't go down
No,
any.
Oh,
on
it's
this
just that
bottom
just the
level here.
circle that you see on the screen.
Okay.
It
Well
is on the
then-
screen, right?
Well then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is on screen. So okay. So then, actually, that'll make it a lot. I'll just kind of dangle it over, and I guess there's no safety for me. I'll lower. I'll kind of
Okay.
lower
Make
it
a
in.
dex roll and don't roll a 1.
Cool.
Don't do it.
2 1s in a row? Oh, wait.
A lot of ones right there.
Yeah.
It's
There were
all
4 of 'em.
ones.
Not a problem.
I rolled 4 ones. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright.
So yes, you're able to fill this container up without splashing any of it on yourself or anywhere around.
And then I'll kind of lower it down and I'll yell out to everyone, I've got it. I've
Gordon, looking through
seemed to be
Gary's
okay.
eyes. Yeah, if it's that easy, I guess we should.
And
Get
I'll
another
kind
one.
of I'll plop it down, and I'll use the spoon to kind of fill Thorn's
So as you
flask.
are filling up Thorn's flask, you can tell that the radiance is fading away quickly. And it looks like just regular water by the time you get his flask filled up.
Okay.
Okay.
Walk back up. It looks like we can just empty the pool, and after it leaves that area, it loses its magic. I show Thorn his flask. It's
Well, I appreciate
just a
the
normal
effort. I
liquid.
appreciate the effort. Thank you. We'll put it in his pocket. I got water if I get thirsty.
Well, then that makes this a lot easier. How many urns were in the other room?
I don't know, 6, I think it was.
All right.
But
well,
as you by the time you get done with this, you can tell that the stuff inside your urn looks like regular water too now.
Well,
It stopped glowing.
I'll just do we want to keep this pool here? Because if not, I'm just going to throw urns into it and pull it out until that urn breaks, and then switch to another one.
That might take a while.
Like-
I'll help with Mage Hand.
He
Trying
says,
to empty this whole thing out.
wouldn't your mage buddies want to study this?
That's what
Potentially,
Thorn was suggesting.
They would not
the
get the
college knows.
opportunity.
yes.
We are not
But they
leaving this thing
wouldn't-
active.
Right. They wouldn't come all this way here either. Well, maybe some of them might, but we can't just leave it here on the random chance. We need to
Yeah, you can't
make
trust
sure they
anyone.
can't use it.
All right then.
I'm like,
Well,
oh no,
I'll
it's
See how
moving.
long this actually take. I need to do some googling of what's the area of a sphere, and then we'll divide that by 2. Anybody know that?
No. It's been too long.
4
I don't
pi
know
r
how
squared.
big this sphere
Okay.
is. So.
Cross,
Yep.
I think the picture shows.
Just about.
Yeah, so 5 feet in radius. So that cubic feet per gallon. One cubic foot equals 7 gallons. 7.14
Whee!
times 300.
Oh no.
Yeah.
700 of them.
Wait, hold on. Do I have to?
Well, you might
Pulling
because
it out. Oh
Can
no,
we
yeah,
use
that's why we
Mage Hand
just said
to lower it
that's
in?
why I'm
Maybe we could
counting
fill
on
it up
breaking
with the
eventually.
troll or the undead ogres.
Oh yeah, let's just toss those in there. No.
I don't think it's gonna need a DLC
I don't
this
think we
year.
need any magic dead ogres.
How much water can you move, Mal?
Oh, not that much. As he looks on his character sheet.
You can move a 5-foot cube
Yeah.
at once.
Like toss these urns in, and I'm counting on them breaking eventually, just to see how much. We
Well,
can
if
put
we're
out.
looking at a 5-foot cube at once, that would lessen the time significantly.
There is some question. Actually, what he can do, he's like, hey, how about this? What if I froze the top?
What?
I
And
can.
wouldn't
Froze the top.
doesn't this thing like, amplify magic?
Oh, that's true. That might be interesting.
So if you use like a move watering spell, maybe you move all.
Nasir,
I say we try
Nasir,
it.
I've got a question
Do it.
for you. extended period of time.
But before I get my powers, I was a street rat. So you want to ask the short one? He says, waving over at Orden.
He seems to have
Orin's here, he's just
disappeared.
around the corner.
Orange around the
No,
corner.
he's-
What?
Oh, okay.
He was when you were dipping the thing. He's like, nope, all the
No.
nope. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Orden, I'm told you might know what would happen if we tossed a normal item in here for.
It was just a
extended
priest
period of
before
time.
this. Go ask the seer. I'm kidding.
Thorin, told you.
I'm
I
kidding.
like
What-
that guy.
sorry.
He's funny.
What was the question one more
I
time?
was asking, what would happen if we left a normal item in this
Oh.
pool for an extended period of time?
It looks like they'd be okay. You can see gold pieces in the bottom because some of those fell when that box got shattered.
What do you have in mind? I think it'd be fine.
Well, I'm wondering if they would come out as something besides a normal item.
I think this amplifies what's already existing rather than turn something magic. And frankly, I thought it'd be more reactive than it is. We can take it out of there. Mal, tell me about this freeze in the top. How is that going to help us long term? Isn't it going to thaw?
Yeah, absolutely. I just thought that, it'd be quicker.
Oh, like
Well, then we could tell somebody about it, and
to
they can
lift
come
the
back.
ice off? Like turn it into ice and then try to lift the
Ah,
ice
nah,
out of it?
well, yeah, you can put a rope in it. Maybe put a couple ropes across the top, freeze it, and then we could drag chunks of ice off and put it in the
I've
corners of the
heard
room.
Mages can lift things. If we were able to lift a substantial portion, all we'd have to do is move it slightly, and then it would cease to be magic.
So nobody's gonna swim in it. Damn.
I immediately jumped
I
right.
heard the sword singing.
I'd
I'm,
hope-
I heard I could be permanently massive.
Maybe we'll let the Destroyer of Worlds take a dip.
Just top.
I don't think
Awesome.
anything
God
can
comes
happen.
out as the main boss.
Right.
Gary Orcus.
And his name all of a sudden made sense.
That's why he was named that.
It was fate.
Yeah.
If we can't get this water out, we might as well try and. I'm still down to try and destroy these columns.
Why don't you still suggest Mal trying to shape move some water using that? If it amplifies, it might move more than you were expecting.
Well, and-
Actually,
go ahead.
she would look at the thing that's holding the water. Is it just normal stone?
Yeah.
So if I just cast Shatter in there repeatedly, would it basically eventually shatter the
Yeah,
stone and the water
eventually,
would drain down into the soil?
Well, that sounds like the best idea then.
We'll cap it. You can make a crack. We can leave.
Indeed. It would take me a while. I would need to rest first, but I could do it.
Well, it's not like anyone's coming down here anytime soon.
No, there's a few people who probably want to tune some items.
We can do that if Orden doesn't have Shatter prepared to help you, but I could fireball the
Mal
shit out
puts
of
on his pirate hat.
it. He does say, if that's what we're gonna do, I would have Mal freeze the top before you start shattering the stone, just to not.
Well,
destroy the
it'll
water.
shadow that ice too, though.
We'd hate to have you
That's
splash
fine.
on yourself.
Oh, okay.
At least it's a barrier of some sort, you
Yes.
know, so it's not.
I agree.
Well, I can keep freezing it too.
Yeah, I agree with this. I'll be well away, but you never know.
All right, I think that's as good a plan as any. I've got
Yes, Thorn.
slots. I could try to help as much as possible. I don't know how though.
Okay, well we can call it there, and you can figure out in the downtime in between weeks here of what you want to do about this pool.
Thorn's
Give
just
yourself
gonna
some time to
test
think
how
about.
unbreakable these arrows
So it
are.
sounds like you're gonna be camping there for. Yeah, and Orden probably wants to attune with his new toys,
Just the one toy, but yes, very much so.
and then
Oh, the
that's
bag of
your-
holding, I guess, but that's not attunement.
No, you have to climb in it, and then the seer will need to do probably with a wand, I think.
Well, now you
Cool.
You got me curious what happens if we swim in it, but I'm not gonna do that.
You could roll a d12 and find out. And climb in.
You want to roll them dice?
No.
Only if America's here. We all know he'd get in there.
No. I don't even want to hear it.
That's amazing.
All right. So on that note, I think I will stop our recording for the week.